par.
Oh no.
One over par.
So, Alex, did Dan message
that's
you?
also.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
feeling tired.
He's shattered.
Oh, he didn't mess with you not playing.
No, he will probably play, but if there's a natural point where he's no longer needed, I think he was.
Yeah,
That's kind of the idea that we came up with. But
Davlan, instant death.
Oh, it gets all wobbly if you.
Yeet.
Oh, I'm on the X-course.
Well, someone else did full power straight ahead, didn't they, Adam?
Oh no, I'm trapped. I activated whole magnet. You got abilities?
Hey.
It helped everyone but me.
Oh, I fucked myself there with my ability. Oh my god, let me out of this hell.
No, I thought he was going to suck us out of the hole.
Why did I activate that? Twisted arms, can you... Credits for spin. Who are we waiting on?
It's happening again. No, someone's not putted.
I'm in
I'm
on my
in.
screen.
I'm definitely him. Everybody's him.
Tom,
I'm in the hole.
just do a putting motion. Actually, Max, I think it's you. There you go.
I'm in
I
the hole.
have.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's the problem?
What the hell? So do I just sort of screw me up? Yeah. Oh.
How do I?
I made all your balls huge!
How do I teleport?
Oh.
Oh, what's happening? Oh, what am I
Goodbye,
doing?
peasant! No one's getting in this hole.
I can't get there.
Damn it. Oh.
Oh, too far.
Oh,
Oh, too far. Oh, I'm on the wrong course.
I got a thing called unlovable. You're not feeling very loved as you push away all your friends from the hole.
Oops.
Oh my god, who made me spinny?
Oh shit! I just remember where the session ended. Who just hit me?
I'm farting. Why am I farting so much?
Ah! How did that happen?
I keep farting.
I've given Alex random wind directions every time
This-
he's
Oh,
idle.
me.
I'm enraged. Alright then.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Jess is here. Hi, Jess.
Hey, Jess.
Hi. Hello.
We're getting in the
Tom.
spirit for our epic battle. Is it
Tom,
me?
you might have to putt again. Oh no. Wow, Rhino Windblade 1. What a shit game.
That was after the first round.
I got scammed. Alright, we're all
I'm
here now.
guessing no Dan or.
He's probably
Hello?
asleep, so I'm ringing.
How the fuck did Rhino win on a 9 at the start?
Because I'm a fucking god.
Jesus, that's such bullshit. You
What
knew
is
about
that?
the perks, didn't you?
No, I had teleport, which is like the worst fucking perk.
It's pretty good, you can teleport.
You can't really teleport very far.
Don't show this again.
Take that as a personal attack.
Right, close the door.
Where's your cameras, ladies?
I'm literally getting on Neo. My laptop is so fucking slow. Let me. Hello. Oh, I'm very orange. Let me sort out the lighting situation.
Have you just gone back off camera to sort out the lighting situation?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
That's what it looks like inside the Susanoo. It's all orange.
So warm in here.
Isn't she?
Hello.
Is she still in that art? No, she left it, but not by choice. By cutscene.
It's D&D.
No, she would have been It only lasts
Yeah,
2 turns.
I thought you might be sleeping or napping, so I thought I may ring.
Alright, first of all, I'd like everyone to roll a d20.
Will you nap him?
Ooh.
Yeah, see? I was napping too.
Oh,
Get that little halfling
the
over.
the good rolls continue.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, catch you in a bit, my ball. Bye.
Okay.
I'm sleeping.
No worries.
It's
Read me
slightly,
out everyone's
slightly
rolls.
dreadful song.
There we go.
Full of dread. Okay, that doesn't count.
I feel like I'm in a Naruto montage.
I got 11.
Okay, 11.
10!
Slow motion.
So we get 9, so we get 9.
envy.
That's not enough.
No.
Hey, 19!
Ooh,
11.
Another 11. 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
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 Okay, so...
Wow, you don't have to be that disappointed, Alex.
Well, you said the good rolls keep continuing. I was like, nice.
They do.
Turn
He wants to go
order.
last.
I love going last in initiative order.
Oh, okay, turn order. Angel.
Oh.
Me, oh.
Noctis.
Leading the
What? Oh,
Noctis.
We've got to fucking fight Noctis.
Lulan and
We'll be
Freya.
fine.
Lauren literally just tear up pieces of
Noctis.
paper.
No, I spoke to Alex. We are not doing a 2-hour battle session today.
Rhino. Voltrim. Noctis.
What, because he's gonna one-shot us all?
And
hope not.
I guess Devlan's not joining us.
He is, he's coming, he's coming.
Oh, okay. Then we'll throw...
I'll roll for him. I'll roll again because it was the same as me. 13.
Okay, well that's really fucked up the turn order.
Oh, what the fuck?
And I'll keep rolling, and eventually he'll get really low.
Can he get a 1?
He got a 2.
Nice, that'll do.
Okay. After like
Devlan.
10
He
rolls.
is literally on his way.
Okay, so turn order. Angel, Noctis, Lulan, Freya, Noctis, Rhina, Voltrim, Noctis, Devlan, Angel.
Fuck's
Okay.
sake, there's a lot to know.
I feel like Noctis might have cheated the system.
No, he's got legendary actions. It's good.
Yes, and we'll come to find out just how deep those legendary actions go. Previously,
I feel like we should have planned something in the week leading up to this.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I kind of forgot that this was where we were.
previously on Lost.
But wait, what about Gwen?
Yeah.
What, the 1 HP Gwen?
Yeah.
She still needs to
Actually,
roll.
yes. Can she not be internal or just
Oh, actually,
sort of
that's
just?
true. After Devlan is going to be Lysandra.
And don't forget about our boys Leaf, Clara, and
Yeah.
Ash.
Leaf, Clara, Ash.
My
And
baby.
then we can
She's
throw
in
Gwen on
trouble.
there, and then Noctis again.
Not there.
Right, so the people with 1 AP are Leaf, Clara, Ash, Gwen, because they're all super injured. Ready?
Super
No.
injured. Fuck
Broom's
it.
still
You just slide it in there and be like, yeah, ready? Let's go.
Yeah.
Love you
Ready
alone.
as hell.
Happened previously, the reinforcements arrived. The battle with Mortarion was well underway. He was in his heavily necromantic knight form, wielding a giant mace of green flame. He tried to keep you guys at bay just enough time to finish the ritual to resurrect his dead wife. Of course, when that ritual was complete, regardless, what came out of that portal was a monstrosity. Certain things, like life, aren't to be toyed with even by a powerful necromancer. Instead, what was left was some an elf soul clinging desperately to the palpable mess of stitched up carcasses from women captured from Northgard. Grieving and one-armed, thanks to the timely arrival of Lysandra, who took off his left hand as he picked up the Ring of Solace. He begged for you to undo the portal and the protection that was around the Grimoire of Destruction and the Grimoire of Creation. Rhina put on the ring, the Mortarion's ring, which immediately consumed his left pinky. So don't forget to write that in your notes, Rhina.
Yep.
And the barrier was broken. Grimoire of Creation immediately acted on its own accord and seemed to produce some milky white bubble around the shattered armor of Daijin, which then went and vanished.
Did it?
Yeah,
I missed
it
that.
puffed away like in a little.
So the Daishin
Oh.
armor's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We also had a interesting moment where Angel and Voltrim went into the Moon Veil itself. Angel got to reunite with his father, Red, very briefly. And Red gave Angel a gift that he's not quite sure of. But of course, we also watched the destruction of the Moon Veil as something chased them. Black smoke and hands and eyes crawled up the lighthouse to the white waystone that brought them back to their reality. Mortarion. The first thing you notice about Mortarion is cold breath. The room grew colder. Even Lyssandra's mighty flames were slightly quenched by it. From the grimoire of destruction, a mocking laugh emerged as smoke swirled out, and from it came Noctis, the second king, the one-winged ice-spirited demigod. Ready, guys?
Yeah, but don't forget what he did. He was naughty boy.
Yep, so immediately after that, your reinforcements came in since you'd effectively stopped the dead from being resurrected. Clara, Leaf, and Ash ran in and were immediately injured critically by giant... Huh?
Sorry, carry on, I interrupted you.
By giant spikes of ice.
Did those ice come out of like the ground or something?
Yeah.
And they're in the
like
air?
That. Yeah, suspended in the air.
Okay.
And we were picking up from there. So you're still in the throne room. You can see your breath. There's mist everywhere. The black smoke of the Grimoire destruction is still swirling, though it's now been pulled off the pedestal thanks to some quick thinking by Reiner. Angel, your turn.
Do we have a map?
No, it's the same map as before.
Oh, are we using that or no?
No.
Okay. Do I still have a giant ice wall in front of me? I'm just going to turn the music down ever so slightly. Because I tried to teleport to it and then I smashed into an ice wall.
Yeah, it's giant, but it's not that big.
So is it like right in front of my face? What can I see?
You can see the ice wall, and then to your left you can see Noctis and the others kind of grouped, and then behind you.
Can I see the book? Or
yes, you can see the smoke from the book. Yeah, because obviously Reiner pulled it.
Okay, so he's pulled it in. First thing I'm going to do, I had a question, which is the chain that I have. Is it like very accurate to the picture you sent me of it, where it has a little spike at the end of it?
Yeah.
Okay, what I want to do is get the chain, not ignite it, but I want to go and try and stab into the book so that I have like it.
Roll me a dex.
Let's do better.
No one.
Hits Gwen in the side of the head, killing her.
What is that? If it's the dot at the bottom, I think it's a 6. I can't tell if it's a 6 or a 9. Shoot.
The dot's at the bottom, it's a 6.
It's... Yeah, I can't tell the bottom of it. I think it's... Oh my god, they're really similar. I've never landed on one of these numbers yet.
It'll be a 6 of the dots at the bottom of it.
Alright, I'm gonna stick with this one being a 6 and the other one will be a 9.
Okay.
That's a 6.
What's your dex?
9.
Your chain lashes out, falling just short of the book. It scratches into the floor, and Noctis turns his attention to you. Still going after my book? You get one more action.
How close am I to our 3 injured colleagues?
You're quite close. Running distance.
Okay. I've got a real bad track record of hurting friends. What I'm gonna do... you know what? I guess I have a second action point, right? I'm gonna go ignore him, pull it back, and try again. The exact same thing.
Roll a dex.
Let's try and get the book again. 11, and my dex is a 9.
Your very tail end of your whip lands on the book.
Does it impale it?
It just lands on it.
Oh, I wanted to get it.
It doesn't go through it because the smoke is just billowing out of it. The chain is kind of like wobbling in the wind a little bit. Like it's quite a strong black tornado that's appearing from it.
Oh well, not great.
Noctis's turn. In his left hand, he undraws his sword from its scabbard. This blade is long, blunt on one side and curved, almost like a katana. It goes on for what seems to be a mile. Obviously, he's a very tall guy anyway, being a demigod. He blows on it as it comes out, and the blade is encased in this like white, sharp ice, almost like a bread knife. It forms. He turns and strikes at Reiner.
Hi.
Reiner is struck by this ice blade. You notice your armor crumples as it hits you, and you take 1 wound.
That's not too bad. I was expecting Reiner to be banished to a different realm.
In his left hand, he summons 3 giant ice spikes and throws them towards Angel. Angel, roll a dex. Chance to dodge.
3.
You lose a hit point, Angel.
Well,
That's
where does
4.
it hit me?
Straight into the chest, and you're like pushed back. You drop your chain as you slide backwards into the ice wall. Kind of slipping down it 'cause it's so slippery. Lulan.
Well, where am I again? Because the last time I know, I was,
you're
I
in
was
front.
sneaking towards.
You're kind of the 3 of you are in kind of in front
Close.
of him. Yeah.
Great.
Enough so that your cloak is billowing in the wind of the grimoire.
Why'd you have to change that to 3 tokens now? I want. Can I move? No. Yeah, fuck. I'm gonna try and get to the book.
Yeah. Roll a dex to me.
That is a 6.
What's your dex?
11.
As you sprint towards the book, Noctis appears in front of you in blinding speed. He smashes into you with his ice wing. Roll a strength.
8. Fuck's
You're
sake.
thrown directly into the column behind you and you take a wound.
Okay.
You got 1 more AP.
Dwarfs everywhere rejoice with karma.
I guess I want to do drain, I suppose.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You hold
Nothing
out
else
your
I can do.
hand, and as you pull the blood from him, the blood freezes and explodes into nothing. Ah, a dark elf. Very interesting.
Or gave it away.
I remember your creation coming into play. Tell me, have you ever seen your brother?
Yeah, he's a nasty fucker.
I smell him on all of you. He's in this world, isn't he?
Ugh.
Freya.
Okay, where? I don't really remember where I was.
You're next. You've just watched Lulan sprint from beside you and then
Yeah.
fly backwards into the column behind you.
What about Leaf and Clara?
They're behind by the entrance.
What? So is he throwing them?
No, they're
Sorry?
kind of impaled, like
They're impaled at the entrance.
in the air. So it's like
Okay. Can I run to them?
Yeah, as you run, you see Leaf like trying to find you. His totem's hanging, so it just about sees you. Freya, what the hell's going on in here?
Freya's not going to answer him. Can Freya just panic and try and help Clara and Leaf as much as she can?
Ash is like, what about me?
Oh,
What about me?
and Ash.
Roll a
Sorry,
wisdom.
we got Ash.
Roll a wisdom.
I don't even know what my wisdom is. Where's my thing?
Should be on your stat sheet.
It is. I need to scroll up. It's an 8, so
12.
19.
yeah.
You melt their impaled totems of ice, and they kind of all slop down. Ash kind of hits his face onto the floor, and it's like and they manage to start climbing to their feet. Like Leaf kind of immediately draws out these totems and starts throwing them around the room, and they impale in the wall. You watch his eyes like darting around.
Can Freya kind of be a bit teary and then help Leaf and Clara up and ask Ash if she's okay?
Ash climbs to his feet and
she can't stretch.
Yeah. Clara's like, what is this monstrosity? Where's Mortarion?
Freya's like, that's all kind of broken up, and that's Noctis, the god.
The god? Leaf looks at you. Ash is like, whoa, what have I been dragged into?
Poor fucker.
Your turn. Are you all more AP for her?
Oh, I got one more AP. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I? Do I want to walk back to the battlefield? Yeah. Can Freya go back?
Yeah.
Now that they're okay, can she go back?
You just walk back, sure.
Yeah, go back.
Noctis' turn.
No, actually, Freya stays. Kidding, I'm kidding.
As he begins to fly in the air and he places his hands together and the swirling black tornado grows.
Oh, great.
This world will know my destruction. I gave you a chance, humanity. He looks at Ash, Clara, and Angel. I was the only one who backed your corner. And this is how your race betrays me. You should be on bended knee serving me as a god, not attempting to undo my machinations.
Machinations.
Jesus Christ. He he flies down and slices at Reiner.
Wow, he really doesn't like me.
Reiner takes a wound.
You basically nearly stopped his plan on day one.
He slices up Reiner's chest and all this blood sprays in the air, leaving a horrible mark. A big gash, one could say. Reiner, your turn. You've just been slapped backwards almost by this blade.
Is he in front of me?
Yeah, he's flying in front of you.
Okay. Can I... investigations, are they free?
I'll allow it, yeah.
Yeah. Can I do the investigation? I basically want to see, is his body coming from the book? So is there a trail leading back to the book?
No.
No, he's fully out.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no smoke on him anymore.
And I'm also engaged, aren't I? So I can't move.
No, so he just slashed at you. He's got an exceptionally long sword, so you have a movement.
Okay, can I run for the book?
Yep, you're gonna roll a dex.
Yep. Fuck.
What was it?
Oh.
Oh god. As you run for the book. Sorry, 1 second. As you run for the book, he slices down at you, just missing. Instead, he then unleashes this hailstorm of ice with his left hand.
Okay, can I up a wind wall?
Alright, quickly roll a d20 off. Whoever has the higher number succeeds.
The no use.
6.
Rollies!
The
Rollies!
giant wind wall appears as all this ice slaps into it. The wind wall just starts to crack and break as this ice overwhelms you, and it starts to become like snow in your eyes, and your vision's blocked, but you successfully survived the attack. Voltrim.
How can I get within melee distance of him?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Voltrim will get both weapons off his shoulders and start cracking them together, and then discharge all of his armor. So that's 3 points left. Into the taunt, and he's going to look up at Noctis and say, "You don't fear the weapons and armor of your brother, do you?" And he's just going to taunt Noctis for as long as he can.
Lunas's favorite little pets. So interesting to see the armor of the bear worn once more by the Lord of Storm. Tell me, do you know who you're related to?
I don't know, but does it even matter?
More, the all-consuming. The curse of her bloodline runs strong in your veins as much as Aegis, O King, O Kings. He hits Voltron with such an aggressive
Okay.
down.
Can I try and block it with the hammer? With specifically the
Are
hammer.
you expanding the hammer?
I'm going to expand it if it hits.
Roll a strength with disadvantage.
Okay. Fuck. Yeah, 7.
He slices the hammer out of your hands, and it bites into your Plodron. You lose 1 hit point.
Okay.
You hear the bear scream in your helmet as well.
It's really annoying. I rolled a 20 on the other one.
Rykar, this isn't a threat we can win against.
We just have to buy time. We just have to buy time.
Noctis' turn. Once more, the book pulses. The smoke started growing further and further. Laughing, he strides towards Freya and the 3
I
inches.
knew.
I taunted him.
That's true. He has to go.
That's true, actually. That's true.
Bring it, bitch.
Are you dead?
Take me there, Voltron.
Pretty
A
much.
giant ice, pillar appears out of nowhere, out of the ground, sorry, cracking into Voltron and lifting him off the floor. Voltron, roll a strength for me.
I feel like we're in a bit of a pickle here, gang.
3.
Voltron, you're knocked completely off your feet, and you lose another hit point.
Jeez.
And 1 AP next turn.
Oh, that's harsh.
Devlan.
He's on the phone to his dad, so he might not respond.
Maybe we could
okay.
give Davalan like a double go next time.
Yeah,
Unless
we could.
there's something you know he could do that would be really helpful that he might do.
No, I have no idea. Lysandra turns
Nice
to
try,
like...
Cole, nice try.
Lysandra slides in between Freya and Noctis as she's wielding this giant axe, and he looks down at her and he's like, I sense your power and strength to be able to wield the axe of the falling comet, but it is no match for me. She just ignores him and ignites herself, so she's completely ablaze and rushes at him, like jumping in the air with this giant two-handed axe. She brings it down on the sword, and the ice cracks off of it, revealing the blade. But he manages to parry it and slide it off. He's exceptionally quick, and he slices down her back. She rolls it off and then blows a fireball in his direction. But he just summons an ice wall and blocks it.
Fucking Iceman.
Leaf's turn.
Omega level mutant.
Leaf turns to you, Freya. We've got to close the book. It's
No shit.
sorry, I've just been impaled.
Even a blind
killing
man can see
killing
that.
a worm.
Sorry, Fred's going through something right now.
Do you still have your Swan Knight form?
I don't think I do I?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. No.
He turns to Clara and Ash. Ash, you're a wind mage. Can you team up with Reiner and maybe team up with Lysandra and Freya and do some sort of giant fireball? Use your wind to propel its strength. Try and knock Noctis away from the book. Ash nods and he's like, I'm more than happy to team up with Freya at any point. As he like, hobbles over to you.
I think that's such a good idea. Right, come on, Ash.
Making up to him.
Ash,
Sorry.
Ash walks over.
Let me really. Sorry.
Clara is going to. Clara's going to use Earth Armor on Angel. Angel, you receive 2 bonus armor. Angel, close the book! She yells as you climb off this bit of ice.
What do...
And thanks, by the way, Clara.
Hey.
Could have armored the one that doesn't have armor.
Well, I mean,
You've got light
you've all
armor.
got
don't you?
armor. Yeah,
You
you've all got
fucking.
armor.
You said he splashed. Just
Yeah, no, but
disintegrated my armor. The
No,
first
no,
time.
You're a
it's
lost
British.
cause.
It's armor pen, so we'll see if Earth Armor even works.
You're long dead. She's gotta
Angel,
focus
your
on-
turn.
Okay. What does 2 armor do to my stats? Do you
Wait.
just keep track of that
What about
yourself?
Gwen?
Oh yeah.
Okay, Gwen, your turn.
What next?
Gwen can heal. She's very useful.
True, actually.
Yeah, well, Gwen was just gonna give armor buff to Reiner.
Thank you.
Oh. Think not.
Earth armor forms around Angel and Reiner. Angel, your turn.
No, just Rhino.
No.
Yeah, just right now.
Yeah,
Clara
called
did
Clara.
Oh yeah.
Angel. Angel, your turn.
Thanks for clarifying that.
He didn't nearly kill us, just saying.
Well, no, that's a debate for another time. We're in a situation here. Just real quick, yeah. Are you just going to keep track of that? Because I don't have anything on here that says armor.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been impaled, shot across the room. Armor, feel better. I assume there's not a spike in me.
No, there's none. No.
Okay. How close am I to him?
You're quite
And the
far
book.
away. You're quite far away. You're running distance, but you're not exactly like reachable walking distance.
Which is closer, the book or him?
The book.
Fuck's sake. Alright.
Angel turns and Clara's like,
Yeah. Is anyone else close to the book?
Reiner's the second closest.
Okay. You know what? Easy peasy. Don't know why I haven't... No, I did try it earlier. We're gonna try it again. Oh, do I do it? Oh, is it gonna react? I'm gonna throw the lightning tanto towards the book.
Roll a dex for me.
I assume that I can do that. Isn't there like a 2-turn cooldown? I feel like maybe I can't do that actually.
You haven't lightning tantoed.
No,
This
I
would be-
did. I tantoed and then we had that move and now
Yeah,
it's
so
this.
this will be the second cooldown. In 2 turns.
Alright, if you say so. I'll try it. What, roll, yeah?
Yep, dex.
It's 5.
Oh, fuck's sake, Angel!
He catches onto what you're doing and he summons an ice wall in front of you.
Again.
And slide
Okay.
into another one.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna stand
Not
up.
really, but okay.
I assume I'm closer to him now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna walk towards him. I put my blade away, hands up. Look. You're right. You're so right. Humankind, we really screwed up. You've clearly won. Can we just talk about this? Figure out a life of servitude for us humans and just try and walk as close to him as possible whilst blathering and maybe do a charisma check
as
to
you're
see
doing
if it
this-
works.
As you're doing this, Clara turns to Freya. He's cracked. He's actually just cracked. Roll a charisma for me. Oh, it's going to have to be exceedingly high.
It's an 18 and my charisma with him is 10.
He descends, his wings stop flapping as he slowly lands in front of you.
Does that count as an AP?
Yeah, I'll allow you to talk though. What are you going to say to convince him? So
Well, I was going to do something else, but I don't know if it's allowed.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Okay, so I still get to do something.
Yeah.
My hands are up. I'm so sorry about it, and I want to do the blinding flashbang in his eyes.
Roll a wisdom for me. I'll allow it to go off regardless. But how many people get blinded? Roll a
I
wisdom.
bet it's one.
But it's one and it's Reiner.
Oh wait, no, but Ryan's got the wind wall. No, the shadow.
Oh, it's the fucking... I can't... I think that one's a 9.
What's your wisdom?
11.
He's immediately just blinded for his next turn. He swings, but you're able to just duck it as this blade just cuts through one of the pillars next to
Naruto
you.
run towards the book.
His turn. He's
No, it's his turn.
He's blinded, so he's going to roll with disadvantage. He misses swinging at Angel and swinging at Reiner in one swing. He's going to fire an ice spike in a random direction, and it misses everyone. Lulan.
Is he blind for a
Hi.
turn cycle, or just...
No, it's just that action.
Oh.
So you can see again now.
Lulan is going to start taking off towards the book again.
Yep.
How far do I get in one?
Roll a dex this time because he's standing between you.
I
Okay.
can't believe that blind only lasts.
That's better. That's 16, and my dex is 11.
You slide past the wounded Reiner and slide past him as he's like rubbing the blindness out of his eyes. He notices you and like throws an ice pillar and just misses cleanly.
I then want to summon the clones.
A bunch of these blood clones appear out of the ground of Lulan, identical to her. It looks incomplete look, so it's almost impossible to tell who's Lulin and who's not.
How many are there?
Freya, your turn.
Okay, so Freya's just walked back,
Mhm.
and he's blinded or not
No,
blinded?
not anymore. No.
What? So is he just distracted by the
Yeah,
100 Lulans?
Yeah, there's like a bunch of Lulans just like
Okay.
beside him.
Can I go to Ash saying what's the plan then? What are we doing?
Save one of your action points for my turn. Is what he
Oh.
says.
Freya
And
says
save your fireball.
right. Okay, I will wait.
You got one more. You got a spare action point.
I might as well just wait and use both of them.
Oh, you can only save one.
Okay, can I just walk kind of stealthily between Lulans closer to him with Ash behind me?
Roll a dex.
Wait. 4.
Distracted by Lulan, but only a second, he hears your footsteps as he spins around and swings his sword at both you
Oh,
and
for
Ash.
He's not close enough there, right?
No,
Is it
he's
his
not
turn?
close
blade-
enough. I'm not close
You just said you're going to walk
enough for him.
directly to
Yeah,
Lulan.
but I'm not close. No,
Lulan.
not to. No.
What did you say?
I think she was
Between
stealthing
the
around.
clones, not Lulin herself.
Yeah, so the
I'm not
clone's
close.
right next to him.
Lunan.
Yeah, but like I'm here. Door was there. He's here with everyone else. I'm not that close yet.
Oh, I thought you said you're going to. Oh, you're stealthing towards them.
Stealthing towards her. That's what I said.
He
Yeah,
throws
yeah.
He throws an
yeah.
ice spiller at Ash and misses, and he just misses Freya. This like shard of ice just narrowly cuts your cheek even.
Better than my
Uh,
head.
Noctis' turn. He strides towards Freya.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Got unfinished business.
Oh my god.
Oh.
In two-handed swing, he brings down the sword on Freya, cutting through her armor and deep down into her
I'm the
shoulder
shield.
blade.
I'm the shield. We'll tank it.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Vulture
Not to
out
be a
of
dick,
nowhere.
can you do that out of your turn?
Yeah, I am the shield.
It's my only reaction. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's a reaction roll. It counts as an AP from his neck. His a character turn. Vulture comes out of nowhere as this blade impales him, lifting him off the floor. So think of this giant long katana, and on the other end is your dwarven friend. Like his blood sprays out of his mouth. He then throws it's almost like the blood. You know, when you clean the blood off a blade. As Voltrim's body rolls to the side.
Can I react to that?
Yeah. Actually,
Right.
all of you will gain 1 bonus AP.
What, just now in succession?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So Angel,
right.
you'll get 3 on your next turn.
Oh.
Lulan, you'll get 3 on your next turn. And Freya, actually no, everyone roll a d20 for me.
God, why?
8.
Fuck's sake. 4.
17.
Well, that kind of works in Lulan.
9.
Oh, that kind of works in who's closest has seen it first. Freya, you get a bonus action right now. Then Chess, then Angel, then Reiner.
Okay, I'm guessing he's not. How big is this blade? Because like, how close is he to me now?
The blade is about 12 feet long.
That's.
Think Sephiroth's katana.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, okay. Distance. Right, let me just look at my books. That's. Okay. Can I swerve his sword, like kind of duck under it, and then can I do hi-ya-ya? I'm not saying hi-ya-ya. But hi-ya-ya.
Yeah. Roll
thingy.
roll a wisdom for
You
me.
just said hi, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not doing the
But
action.
now, if you were ever going to do it, now's the time to
He
save
did
No.
it in Wagamama's.
No,
He
It-
jumps
yeah,
in the way
you don't
for
talk
it.
about that. 18. Yes, 18.
In quick succession, 5 fireballs, small fireballs emerge, striking Noctis in the chest, driving him back. He kind of grunts, but you see that it hasn't done much damage, if at all. Like, ice forms immediately on his body where it hits, but it's enough to like knock him off course.
Ash, any time you wanna start our little plan,
Well,
that'd
this
be
is a
great.
reaction.
But
He
it's a
wasn't
reaction.
I
yeah.
know, I
So
know, I know.
This
I
will
know.
be in one of your relationship things. Whenever one of you takes a mortal wound, you'll all gain an action point. So you can type that in your relationship side.
A
It's like a
mortal
bonus.
wound, that's what I don't like.
Yeah,
that.
I don't have mental saving at the moment, so I didn't stop it.
Yours isn't saving.
No, I didn't say. I did put a whole load of stuff in it last time I didn't save, so I need
Did
to.
you hit file save?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'll have to look into it. Don't worry.
Okay. Sorry, who was Lulan?
Lulan's gonna do blood arrow. All of us. It's the only action we can do.
Fine, I'll allow your clones to do it. Okay, roll a wisdom for me. Oh, actually, no, it'd be a dex. Sorry, it's a dex for you. Roll a dex for me.
Oh, that's good. That's a 14. That's better. Live better.
5 armor-piercing blood arrows just go straight through him, like in quick succession. He's knocked even further off course as he slams into the side of the wall, and all this ornate, what's the colored glass called again?
Stained glass.
Stained glass, thank you. Explodes and shatters down around him. You watch as like his wings kind of cover over his head as all these bits of glass slide down. Angel.
Okay, perfect. Learning. I'm gonna just run towards the book.
Good boy.
Roll a dex. This man will get across this room.
Why is it just this number? It is a... I think that... I need to get a new dice. I can't keep having this struggle. I think that was probably a 6.
What's your dex?
Well, no, yeah, I think that probably was a 6.
Oh, it's not great.
Is 9.
It's 9. So you make a short distance, but the wind is kind of buffeting you back with your boots, especially. You're kind of like slipping. You watch as your chain like slides across beside your feet. Reiner.
Also, gonna kind of run towards the book.
So you've just watched Voltrum be like his body thrown against the wall.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm
Roll a
running
dex.
the opposite way to the book.
Yep, great, got that.
Roll a dex.
Fuck!
What's your dex? 2.
You jump and like the tornado grows slightly as it smacks you back, and you do like a cartwheel and land next to Angel. Actually, Angel, roll a dex, see if you catch him.
I'm good at catching people.
Oh god. There we go.
19.
Ooh.
And you
Thank
catch
you.
Reiner perfectly in your hands.
Like a princess.
Um,
Can I give
You
him a quick
watch-
tap on the cheek?
you watch across the room as Voltrum's lifeless body is suddenly resuscitated with this spark as he stands back up, spraying blood out of his mouth.
We have
What does your
full
hit points go
confidence.
back to after that?
4.
Yeah.
But I have no AP because I used 1 from the reaction and I lost 1 for standing up anyway. So
Yeah,
that's my
Reiner,
turn.
so it's your turn, Reiner, anyway?
Right.
Ooh.
Can I climb out of Angel's arms and again run towards the book?
Roll a dex.
Fucking hell! Come on! Fuck me! 4.
Oh.
You're sent flying in the air once more.
Okay.
Angel, see if you catch him a second time.
Oh, for God's sake.
They won't hurt you, boo.
1.
17.
You catch him again.
Okay. So
Right.
from my position, I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna use the ring,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna fire the magic shots.
Okay.
But as it's a magic ring, I can control where the arrows go. I'm gonna fire them past the book, curl them round to hit the book back towards us.
Roll a dex
Clever.
with disadvantage. Oh.
Is that because I'm
Disadvantage.
2? You can't get lower than a 2. There's no
Yeah.
point in even rolling the second time.
Technically, you could go to 1.
Well, no, I got 17 the second
Okay.
time. So my dice does work.
Okay.
Just,
Good.
Seeing
not this
this,
time.
Noctis slides down in front of you.
Are you still in my
Aye.
arms?
Yeah.
You never said you got out.
God. cunning plan. I see that you two are more interested in this than me. He lands slowly in front of you. Perhaps this will pique your interest.
Can I say, I'm so sorry about that flashbang thing. That just totally went off. It's not like me.
He encases you both in ice. You're like trapped in this crystal of ice. You're trapped holding. You're trapped holding Reiner. Next turn, you're gonna have to struggle to escape it. CC.
Right, I'm gonna grab a drink.
Devlan, if you're back.
Oh, Devland, we need you.
Okay, Lysandra.
Well, he just texted me saying he runs for the book.
Oh, roller dex. Devlan. The pitter patter of his feet as he runs past.
Roll one for him.
Okay.
No. Let someone else roll. Let someone else roll.
someone else roll.
No, what did you roll?
A 20.
That's gotta keep that.
Yeah.
You gotta keep
No,
that.
no, I'm sorry.
If it's a 20, let it.
He said you roll.
I'm sorry,
Alex,
Adam
don't be
asked.
so
He said you roll and you rolled.
Yeah, bro,
The
just
pitter
leave
patter
it.
of Devlan's feet sound out across the
And
stone
don't forget,
cobblestone
he
floor.
missed a turn as well, so you gotta be extra nice to him because this is like 2 turns in one.
He
Yeah.
jumps and he grabs hold of the book, and the book begins to move with this like all the buffeting of the tornado being kind of backfired by this halfling's body, and like a Roomba, he starts sliding across the floor with it.
Can he try and close it with his second?
Roll a,
He missed his first turn, right? So he should have a second AP on his other turn to try.
roll
and
a
close it.
strength for me, Devlan. Okay, I'll roll.
Whoever's rolling for Devlan.
No, he can't close it.
Okay. He got
So Devlin's just sliding around, just looking
Yeah.
at that.
Trying to close it as all this like smoke is hitting him in the face. Lysandra fires like a high AR at Noctis, but misses, shattering some of the pillar next to her, and then misses a giant fireball as well. Leaf's turn. Leaf
Come on,
fires
Leaf.
an arrow. It just bounces off of Noctis's armor.
Great.
Clara's turn. She attempts to push Angel and Reiner out of the ice with some earth magic and fails. Ash. Freya!
Right, come on, Ash.
Get ready.
Let's go.
He does like this massive inhale and then fires, and it's like this massive ball of compressed air. So now you're going to want to fire your fireball at the same time.
Yeah, can Freya.
Roll a wisdom of advantage.
Oh, for God's sake, I'm about to say something cool.
Oh, sorry. Say it as you roll.
No, ruined it. Moment's ruined.
Oh, sorry.
14.
Yeah, with advantage, so you can re-roll anyway, just to see if
Okay.
you get higher.
18.
There you go.
Woo. Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
can,
change the music a little bit.
You gotta put Ice Ice Baby on, right?
yeah.
It's
Um,
what's the other one?
The blue flame is kind of sucked into this giant.
Wait,
ball
I'm
of air.
gonna Freya wants to
Okay.
say something so cool. As Freya goes to the fireball, she says, take this, you son of a bitch.
Nice.
Thank you.
What's that thing we waited for?
The giant ball of fire grows larger and larger until it's about the same size, if not larger, than when Freya's in Swan Knight form. Noctis completely kind of, all of his attention is just on the mocking frozen sculpture of Reiner and Angel. His back is turned as this giant ball of blue flame strikes him directly in the back. God damn, this isn't the song I fucking picked. Has anyone got like some cool battle music? Why is it so hard to sound like an intense?
I sent you one last session, you didn't play it.
Cool battle music.
God. Here we go. Here we go.
Ooh, yeah, that's
This
pretty nice.
giant ball of blue flame strikes him in the back, wounding him.
I hate
knocked
that
off
you've
his
only just
feet.
said that.
Knocked off his feet, he is kind of thrown over the statue he's made, and the flame is so strong it melts them out of it. They both do take a wound in the process, but they're free.
You're welcome.
Angel, you're on 3 wounds. Reiner, you're on 5. He turns slowly. I see. My brother's ring increases your strength tenfold. You will be the issue, no doubt. I'll be taking that ring back.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Freya be like, I'm sick of everyone trying to take my fucking ring.
Gwen?
Who's closest to her out of the champions?
Probably it'd be Lysandra and Ash and Freya.
I'm gonna run to Freya quickly and give her a
That's
berry.
one action. You got one action.
No.
Like a berry.
And then I'm not gonna run towards Freya.
Wait, is
That's
this right?
opposite,
Just
I'm gonna
roll
run
the
the
berry.
opposite of Freya. Gwen's gonna start running towards.
I mean, she could eat a berry herself, right? She's on 1 hit point.
Yeah. Fuck it. She'll move away and eat a berry.
You go to 2 hit points. You can't go any higher until you receive medical attention.
Great.
Oh, wonder who thought that is.
Is a berry not medical attention?
No.
No.
You need like an inn or something.
Her chest exploded.
Noctis moves back towards. Well, actually, the people that are in his way. With his icicle wing, he slaps Reiner and Angel to the side. The two of them roll across the floor. You don't take a wound, but you roll across the floor away from the book, which is being rumbled in the background by Devlan, who's just kind of going back and forth around this throne, holding onto this book.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
He strives towards Freya, swinging his sword. The blade comes down. The sword comes out of nowhere and catches it with the axe, blocking it just before it hits Freya. The two are engaged. Angel, your turn.
Great.
Oh yes, I remember. I was looking through my book. Who just saved Freya? Sorry?
Lysandra.
Okay. Fucking hell. Hold on, give me 5. I have a page here called Angel Inventory. And I don't think I used my smoke bombs. I don't remember using any smoke bombs thus far.
No, I don't remember that.
And I have 5.
Nice.
So I'm gonna throw some smoke bombs in between him and the book and try and create some difficulty so he can't keep stopping our attempts to get there.
I'll allow it. Smoke explodes, kind of causing a bit of chaos in the scene and making things a bit visually harder for everyone.
Yeah.
1 more AP, Angel.
And then... How close is he to me?
Quite far away now, because he sent you guys kind of flying. You're closer to Clara at the entrance.
I'm gonna... Okay. Do I vaguely know where he was standing? Because he's really tall, but, like...
Yeah, you can kind of see the tips of his wings.
Was people close to him?
Lysandra, Freya, Gwen.
Gwen wasn't close. She moved away.
Gwen ate a berry. She's right next to them.
Oh, you guys aren't gonna like what I'm gonna do. What I was gonna do is get my birds of storm.
Nice.
I was gonna fire them at the ceiling above him so it crumples down onto him.
Oh, okay. Roll. I was gonna say roll with disadvantage, but you got a clean shot. The smoke doesn't obviously go to the ceiling.
And I saw where he was before I threw the smoke bomb. So.
Yeah. Do your wisdom.
Okay, here we go. I can finish Gwen off once and for all.
The way you say that,
So
and all we can see is you go like this, Thomas.
Literally.
Oh yeah, that'll be a good gift. 12 with 11 wisdom.
Nice. 3 lightning birds appear out of Angel's fingertips as they soar with like a
Pinpoint precision.
as they scutter up to the ceiling, exploding the ceiling. Fragments of this beautiful ornate marble begin to fall into the pillar of smoke.
See you, Noctis.
The largest bit does in fact land on Noctis. A huge, because of the building structure and how damaged it's been over the the pillaging and the years of like no one doing any maintenance, and then this most recent battle. And obviously, remember, like a big pillar of smoke has already exploded through the ceiling with green flames around it. So the ceiling's quite weak. A lot more of this ceiling collapses than perhaps what was originally thought out. Especially because Voltrim's already knocked down 2 columns.
Yeah.
So huge chunks of the ceiling begin to crash around.
I hope they wound him, right?
Everyone roll a dex, first of all.
Me as well.
No,
And Gwen.
Yes, Gwen. Everyone bar Clara, Reiner, and Angel.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, and Lee.
I got a nat 20.
What,
Fucking
Gwen?
finally. Yeah.
Ah.
Damn it! 16.
Can't kill her.
16 for Leland.
Got 11.
Okay. Voltrim?
Nah, fail.
What'd you get
Okay.
there? Maybe it was good enough.
7.
7's not bad.
Slices of his blades, which like explodes the rock above him and Freya. Voltrim, you stand up as a giant column just goes and crushes
Oh my
onto you.
god.
Wait, our cooldown's off.
Yeah. Oh wait, what? It depends on what move you just used. What move do you want to use?
Would I? No, I'm not sure it's wise. I think I'd rather take the damage than attempt it again. But I'm thinking of doing the phase walk, where I literally just.
If I was you, I would do it.
Okay, I'll phase walk through the pillar.
All
my God.
All you see is this huge rock come down, and Voltrim is no more until he walks out of it, and then
I can't see that. There's a smoke bomb.
Wait,
Yeah,
can-
true.
can-
Thanks, Alex.
after that, could Freya just collapse to the floor and then
Hold on,
just...
no, I was
We don't know
no,
what
no,
happened.
Wait.
Yeah.
Just off. It's just a little side. Freya just collapsed on the floor to her knees and under her breath, going like, "Voltrim is going to kill me," because like within 5 minutes, she's just seen him die, come back, and then nearly get hit by a huge clump of.
Ash goes down on his knees and he kind of takes you by the hand and then pulls you back to your feet. Don't worry, pretty lady. I won't let anything hurt you.
Could Freya just be like, as like he's holding her hand, just go,
The ring.
"The ring's still on."
Oh, okay.
Gwen just kind of pirouettes as this rock lands.
I like to
Lulan's
think
close.
she's just like walking like that through the smoke and it's all just perfectly missing her.
Gwen is literally Sailor Moon. Like, she's Sailor Moon dodging.
Yeah.
That's in character, yes.
Lulan's just easily able to dodge it. Noctis, obviously larger size, he kind of gets pinned under this rubble,
Oh, thank
allowing you
He's
a
pinned.
turn
This
of,
is our
a
chance.
turn of a break. Lulan, your turn.
Speak of it.
Well, my clones were right near the book.
The book
and-
is constantly moving with Devlan holding onto it.
Okay, well then can I and me and my 4 other clones try to catch Devlin?
Yeah. Roll a dex with advantage.
Alright, first roll.
Oh, actually, no,
13.
there's loads of smoke everywhere. Roll a dex.
No, 13.
13. Yep. You kind of all your clones are like kind of holding onto these tiny little legs. You're actually holding on now. The book isn't moving anymore, and you've got one more action point.
Close the fucking book.
Roll a strength for me with advantage because you've got clones.
Okay. Okay, first one was 10. That's not what I need. Come on. Hell yes! 19.
The book slams shut.
Yay.
That's kind of like a sucking noise. You know when a plane door opens in those films, it's like, and then it's silence.
Lovely.
Is he still here?
Lovely.
Noctis's
Can we
hands
see him?
explode out of the rock as he pulls himself
Did
free.
he do a strength check there?
He did.
Oh shit.
Mm.
Clever. But let's see how you deal with this.
Oh.
He holds out his hand and the book flies forwards with Devlan still holding onto it as he catches it.
Hold
Devlan's
on.
not just hanging.
How can he see that?
He just holds his hand and the book flies towards him.
Mjolnir, eh?
Yeah.
I thought Lulan had the book.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So Lulan
He
and
opens
Devlan
it
are
once
flying.
more, but the
Oh,
smoke
for
the
God's
smoke doesn't billow out this
sake.
time. The smoke doesn't billow out. Instead, You immediately notice all your boots are kind of a bit wet. The smoke is gone. In fact, the castle wall has faded.
Oh shit, he's transported us.
All there is this like red Sahara as far as the eye can see. Red sky, no clouds, multiple red moons floating above you, red sand beneath your feet with like 3-inch deep water. You look down and it's almost like a mirrored effect in the water, and you can see you guys in the throne room below.
We can see ourselves looking at
Yeah.
ourselves like a reflection.
There's no Noctis here, it's just all of you. Lysandra...
Noctis isn't there.
No, Lysandra comes forward. Where are we? Clara like hobbles over and checks on you guys. What is this? Ash is his 2 blades drawn, Leaf now like without his totems.
Do I recognise it from where me and Voltrum just were?
No.
Can I hold my
recognise
totem
it?
up for Leaf and put it on my shoulder so at least he can see?
Yeah.
Yeah, and can Freya go and hold Leaf's hand? So he...
Devlo,
Nice.
because obviously he was holding on to the book, just hits the floor and like lands in the water a little bit. Lulan, your clones aren't here either. It's just you.
Can she
Do I
see through
recognise
her clone's eyes? or
Lulan, you
something?
recognise this place, yes.
Doolan.
How
Oh
deep is the water?
no.
It's only about like a couple inches.
Oh shit, give me back.
I was gonna say I'm only left on my
So
towel
Lulan
right
just
now.
passes out.
Can I roll a perception looking for any doors or... Wait.
Roll perception for me.
Fucking hell. 4. And someone else do my rolling?
As far as you can see,
Put that dice in jail will get you off.
I've already put a dice in jail.
as far as the eye can see, there is just nothingness.
I'm gonna turn to Clara on the slide and be like, just gonna check with you before I do this, because I know that's kind of our thing now. I might try and teleport back to my Tanto. How do you feel about that?
Can you take me with you?
Probably not, but I might be able to surprise kill him.
Okay, that sounds good.
You won't be able to kill him.
We'll try and distract him our side then.
If anything, take me and I can try and close the book while you distract him.
Well, okay, hang on. So what the hell just happened? We closed the book, everything's fine, but then he just gets it back and opens the book, so closing the book's not the answer.
Well, no, because he opened it again, so if we close it again, then...
Yeah, but closing it didn't do anything. He's
Looking
still
down,
there.
you see the mirrored reflection of you guys standing in the throne room. There's no Noctis, and there is just the book.
So
When you say mirrored, do you
Yeah.
mean like if we take a step, does our
takes-
reflection?
Yeah.
Can I make my way to the book?
Yeah.
Watching the
books-
reflection.
books- yeah. the
Can
books-
Freya do the same as well, actually?
And then I guess closing my eyes, can I try and bend down where I would recognize the book would be below, and then try and close again?
You reach out into nothingness, and you can kind of see your mirrored self like fumbling at the book.
Okay, someone who can see, use your eyes and guide my hands, because I can't do this alone.
Oh, Freya, you're closest.
Yeah, can Freya guide Voltrum's hand
As
towards
you
the
do,
book?
like you notice Voltrum's like quite injured, and he's bleeding, like blood.
Ultram is fucked. He's
dripping.
absolutely
Blood is dripping heavily into the water below. You manage to. You can't really close his hands anymore. It's almost like he's holding on to something. In the mirror form. You've got the book.
got the book.
Can he close it?
Can
The book's closed.
Can I start walking it towards the Book of Life?
The book of life's gone. It's
Oh, that's gone.
Daijin had disappeared.
Okay, so I've got the book.
Mhm.
There's no point me doing it, but can someone then make a perception check to see if there's something around that we can do?
I'll do it. Do a perception check. 14.
Nothing. As far as you can see, there is nothing here.
Gotta be open.
So wait, so he's closed a bit. What do you mean it was wedged?
No, I didn't say it was wedged. It's closed.
Yeah, but you said something was in
Your
between.
hand, if you're holding either side of Voltron's hands, you physically
Yeah.
can't push his hands.
Oh,
closed.
right, I
It's
see.
like he's holding an invisible object.
Can I open the book?
Yeah.
What does it look like in the mirror world when he does
As you
that?
open the book, below you in the water, it begins to ripple repeatedly out from where the book has been opened in the real world.
Maybe
Or your world,
close.
even. As
Close
it
yeah.
ripples, you see like black smoke form, and a singular eye seems to open and part the water as
Okay.
these hands.
Do I try and tear the book in half, or do I try and close it? This is to everyone else.
Oh, quick thinking.
Close
It's
it,
either
and then
fucks this
we'll
completely,
we'll like burn
or-
it.
Remember, you need this book.
Oh fuck yeah.
Well, then obviously close it.
Well, I'll close it then.
Okay.
You desperately go to close it, but these hands emerge and kind of like pull themselves out of it.
Is there an eye? Can I just punch it?
You swing, and it kind of your immediate reaction is pretty good, but your hand passes through it like it's nothing.
Can I
This
run
cloaked-
up and lay a trap underneath the book?
Yeah. This cloaked figure emerges, and all of you are like kind of in silence. You know, everyone's got their weapons drawn. Clara's like whip swords out. Leaf's got an arrow ready.
I'm gonna
Ash
teleport
has-
to my Tanto if it works.
You just like kind of hit the floor like a fish,
Oh.
and you like slam into the water and bounce off it as Clara looks
So
at you.
there's an eye in the water,
Hold
and
on.
it's got.
Hold on.
It's no longer an eye, so now it's like this black, really tall but lanky and skinny figure, almost cloaked like a Death Eater, like it's black willowy smoke cloaks.
What's the colour of its skin?
It's kind of reddish, but like almost the same as Luden's background. Actually, that's a really good.
Don't we
example.
still have a waystone? We could all think about going back to
You
where
don't.
we were. Oh no, we don't.
It stands there in utter silence, like its cloak draped over it, its arms tucked away. As far as you can see, it's just some black like pillar. And then you hear like almost sounds between like nails on a chalkboard and like mocking laughter. All of you like cover your ears for a second, and in that instant, Leaf, Clara, Gwen, and Ash are forced to the floor. Like gravity just has so much effect, it pushes them down immediately. All of you roll a strength for me.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I passed that one. Okay, nice.
Oh,
14.
14.
4. I'm already on the floor though.
Yeah, Angel, you like get pushed further into the floor. Devlan, You're on-
I failed.
you're on the floor. Lysandra like goes down to one knee as she's like struggling to stand, and now you see as one hand emerges from the smoke, like holding just this kind of form, this shape. Its fingers along with multiple joints in the fingers, its nails black and sharpened to a point. You notice that it doesn't have flesh. It's got like bone with then lumps of like muscle tissue almost like stitched to it, with a dark rouge like scab all over it, like a sort of carapace to it. Its cloak raises and its like this eye takes shape as the eyes push back and the cloak, the hood descends, and this figure which has flesh stapled to it, effectively like sewn across it to give it like a mortal look. Its eyes lidless and wide and staring, and like the face doesn't quite fit on what the structure is below. The cloak falls, or the hood falls down, and 6 or more arms emerge, with only one in like the air. Effectively, all the others just kind of hang loose. It talks in a language you don't understand. Every time it opens its mouth, it kind of screams. You see like visions of just the worst things you've ever experienced in life. It closes its mouth, and then you see behind it, two more smoke clouds appear. There's one winged smoke cloud, revealing itself to be Noctis, and then another which is far more shorter in stature than the both of them, probably only about 6 feet tall, covered in this like goldish, like dirty gold bronze armor, with a long fur cloak and an antlered helm with two two-handed axes, one in each hand, and each one of these beings has a crown above their head.
Right. Are we allowed to act freely, or what's the
Yeah, I
deal?
mean you can talk or
Well, you're nearly to the ground, so.
Yeah.
Can Lunan help Angel up?
roll a strength thing.
8.
You can't get Angel. You get Angel to his knees.
There you
Where
go.
it belongs.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Nice. Noctis stands forwards. Welcome to our realm. The moon veil has been shattered enough that I could bring you here and you could see with thine own eyes just what we have. This is the strength of gods. Understand us that resistance is futile. Better now to succumb and die for the rebirth of the fourth king than struggle so aimlessly. Wouldn't you agree?
Wait, but you can't kill us
And why is that?
because we're someone else's sacrifices.
But you're all gathered here.
But he needs us, and if you want him to be the fourth king, then you can't kill us here and now.
Just bring him here.
Touche.
Touche.
The being in the middle laughs again, and you all get flashes of nightmares. He rests his hand on your shoulder, Reiner, and you feel like this weight as he pushes you slowly to your knees. Tell me, young halfling, what is it you fear?
Failure.
So willingly given. They laugh again, and you see flashes of like everyone dying in this city that you can't quite put to name yet. The eclipse is coming, but with the moon veil all but ruined, we could bring it now. The being in the center holds up its hand, and you kind of see below as like smoke just starts to cover the sky. Sorry, one of its arms. It's in this moment that you'll notice a bandaged, tall figure appear in the reflection at your feet. It sits by the book and puts his hands together in like prayer almost, as these pillars appear around the book. Noctis notices this as well. Well, this is an interesting surprise. It seems perhaps that your lives are saved once more. To think that he would be able to survive for this long. We shall meet again. You notice as the water kind of swells and disappears as the three figures vanish with it. And before long, you awaken in the throne room once more.
Are we all like on the ground, knocked out, or anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are they
Can I-
gone now?
Mhm.
It's just us.
Yeah, and this strange bandaged figure.
Oh, it's still there.
Is it the monk?
It is the Scribble's trainer, yeah.
Oh, Scribble's trainer.
Mm-hmm.
The one that came with us on the boat.
The one that appeared, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
With me.
He stands up as you'll kind of regain consciousness. Ash kind of like vomits a little bit. Gwen's like kind of in shell shock. Clara's leading on Angel. Leaf looks towards you, Freya, and it's like,
Yeah, can Fred go to Leaf and help him up?
the things I saw. So much fire and blood.
Must be a new
What-
experience for you now.
Can Fred just shoot Angel?
Clara
Just sort of
like,
look.
punches Angel in the side. Stop it.
I'm sorry.
Fred does nothing.
You'll witnessed a city burning, children burning with it, slaughter and butchery, demons just devouring hundreds and thousands. You watched a wall fall and a great darkness overcome this land. What you just witnessed was the doom, the figure says as he stands up. You notice now that his right arm is missing, and the bandages fall loosely on his left arm. You're all lucky to be alive. I cannot mend the moon veil further than this. I have already sacrificed much. He picks up the book and you notice it's bound now with these bandages that are on his body as he passes it to you, Voltrim. This seal will last, but its corruption will begin to seep through before long. The moon veil still hangs on by a thread, but the eclipse has grown nearer. Whatever my sister's quest was, you must now complete.
Who was your sister?
I am Saren Seastar, the last of my line, and the elder brother of Sierra Seastar. I am one of the first that followed the magic of death. Ask
Where's
no
your sister
questions.
now?
Long since left this world. Her body rests in the hall of my kin, in the Tower of Seastar.
I think Vulture will probably fall to his knees. And I don't know how like bloodshot his eyes are, but they're probably very bloodshot. Your sister left a few items behind. I have one of the last with me now.
Then it is meant for you and not for me. Her gift of visions was also her curse and her downfall. I cannot say that she did not meddle with the idea of the future, or if she was cursed to meddle in it herself. But she knew who this fourth king would be, and yet she did not smother that babe when she had a chance. Causality means that regardless of what you do, we're all predicted to follow the same path. Champions, just like yourselves, could be standing here were it not for the mantle passed to you all. Do not think yourselves unworthy nor worthy. You are just cogs in the machine my sister has set out.
Yeah.
Regardless, a doom is coming to this land, and it seems to fall to you to stop it. As he says this shadow emerges in the corner of the room and seems to reach out towards Freya. It
Can I
grabs
wimble before it?
this like remnant of Noctis that had still been in the room appears, smashing Saren sideways. His weakened form crumples into the floor. Leaf darts in the way. The hand
Can I jump in the way?
impaling Leaf. The bloody hand reaches through and grabs onto Freya's neck as Leaf grabs at the wrist.
Am I close?
You're all
Can I get my
relatively close.
katana and chop the arm out of the wrist?
Lulan and Angel roll for me.
Can I also do that? But can I do it with the sword that his brother made?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
10 and
14.
Rhino. Yeah.
6.
The three of you dash immediately to assist. Your blades slice, cut, and you notice that it's just smoke. Leaf hits the floor, alive still, mortally wounded but alive, and this like billow of energy starts to push everyone away from just you and Freya. And it's in that moment that Freya's ring ignites. This white armor forms around Freya. This sword sucked out of her backpack. This giant, like blade. This giant hand, hilt of her sword crashes into her right hand as this gauntlet appears, wings growing out of Freya's back, twice the size of Noctis's. Lysandra,
Yeah.
almost shocked in amazement, starts just screaming at it, like, yes, Freya, yes! This blade, this hilt, which is Solace's sword, ignites, and like a lightsaber, this white flame ripples out of it. This blade is as long as Noctis's, like a 12-foot blade. Freya desperately trying to hold the hilt as this white armor grows, and you hear Noctis. Solace's bloodline. He strives forwards, forming an ice blade of his own, and bringing it down with the full weight onto Freya, who lifts the burning blade above her head, catching it and shattering Solace's ice sword into millions of fragments. Freya's eyes almost like roll into the back of her head as like she's struggling to keep consciousness. Like everyone's like Lysandra's chanting, everyone's in shock. Leaf's kind of been knocked aside by this armored form that Freya has, not unlike the Swan Knight, but very much just kept to herself. And you notice that the helm is like this lion's helm instead of a swan's, and it's almost gold or white. It seems to change color depending on where the light hits it. Freya stabs the sword hilt, the blade into the ground, and this tidal wave of gold fire erupts in a direction and just obliterates everything within, a couple of feet. The wall is completely burned out, and Noctis's shadow is burned from this world. The blade disappears, the hilt clangs onto the floor. Freya's white armor seems to just vanish and fall off her like butterflies as she falls to her knees, and she's smoking with heat and passes out face first.
Can I catch Freya before she hits the floor?
You catch Freya.
Thank you.
I tend to Leaf.
Leaf is injured but alive.
For a second there, I was like, that's it. It's me done for the session.
Saren stands back up, trying to ready himself for combat.
Whew.
There's always one more trick up their sleeve. I imagine you're all exhausted, but there is time for questions, should any of you have any. If not, then you should see to your wounds and celebrate the dead.
How did you and Scribbles come to meet?
I was once the Archmeister of the Tower of Azilia. Fuck, is that the name? Hold on. The Tower of Azilia. It's there that I found the teachings of the dead. You see, when you have the magic of fire, lightning, wind, earth, water, all of you are pledging yourselves to a spirit, an elemental that lives amongst you. With death, there is no such thing. Instead, we make a contract with something we call the End. The End has existed far before these kings of chaos, perhaps even before the primordial dragons. The contract can sometimes be... He looks away. Regardless, death stalks us all. Just some of us can make use of it for a while. Scribbles found this, and I continued his training in order to steer him from the path of destruction. Like the one you saw before. The Mortarion. He looks at Mortarion, who's just this crumpled remains on the floor. Kind of crushed under a rock.
One hand sticking out.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, can I do a little perception check to see if the Necromancer's still about? I know he was
That is the guy I just
Oh, that was
mentioned.
him. So
he
I
was crushed.
got the kill.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. He may have been dead before, but he's definitely
No,
dead
he's
now.
dead. That was the kill. Let's get confirmation. One more final boss kill. Okay, good to know.
Now go and celebrate.
Well, one question. What happened to the Book of Creation?
I'm afraid that is beyond my knowledge. I never studied from that. In fact, I managed to study from this. He looks at the book on Voltram's hip. before.
Where would it have gone though?
Vultrum is led down on the ground unconscious, by the way.
Oh,
So Freya and Vulture are unconscious.
yeah. Where the book
I
went,
pick
I've
up
got
the
no
pen.
idea. These things
Uh,
have a mind of their own.
I
Done.
might have a slight idea where it could have gone.
Well, that answers your question.
Are you gonna tell us?
What are you gonna ask?
Oh, you kind of said it as a rhetorical question.
Alright then. Look, I remember when we went to Lazarus, and way back when we were fighting under the city, and we encountered big, yeah, Caitlin's dad, Jason, whatever his fucking name was. He talked about the original person who was in charge of Lazarus, which is the name of the pool, and her, correct me if I'm wrong, but the lady was called Lady Dijon. And it talked about how that person achieved immortality, and yeah, could have gone there.
Are all the people that know about Daijin unconscious currently?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, well then I don't fucking know shit.
Apart from
Gwen.
the high, well, Gwen and the fucking halfling.
Right, Gwen's gonna be like, well,
Well, Daijin was a man.
Dyson is the big armor thing that disappeared, and then Luna's gonna be like, right, that thing. Yeah.
So then surely we need to go to the well.
Back to Lazarus, I suppose, if we want to see where that book went.
I'm afraid nothing remains of Lazarus but ruin. There was an eclipse there. Some being consumed a chaos seed. Which reminds me, wasn't that on your ingredient list?
Yeah. How do you know of our ingredient list?
My sister shared with me the knowledge needed. It is why I'm here today. My destiny has had its part played. She foresaw that you'd be taken there and it would be reliant on me to stop it. Of course, she failed to list the sacrifice. He looks at where his right arm used to be.
Well, thanks for that.
You're quite welcome.
I'm gonna go. Speaking.
Goes to shake his arm.
Fuck.
He gives you his left hand, which is you notice like there's no skin on it, where the bandage is like kind of break apart.
Nice.
Speaking of the ingredient list, there's this one one that kind of bothers me a little bit. Sacrificing of true love. How does she expect that to happen?
He looks towards Voltrum.
He's passed out on the floor.
Ask your friend when he's awake. If I was you, I'd take them to receive medical attention.
Can I roll a perception check to see if Leaf's sacrifice is going to be mortal? Like a
You mean
mortal-
his wound?
Yeah.
He's fine.
He's fine. He's kind of sitting by Freya. He's got a bit of a.
Fuck's sake,
wound.
Tom.
Just,
As if you were going to try and use that to take it off the list.
Thank God Freya's unconscious.
I'm just having a look.
The door explodes open and all these dwarfs run in battle gear. Where's the fight at? What's
Bit
happening?
late.
The dead have stopped moving. Victory! And there's like you hear all this chanting from outside. Dondorian Winters strides forwards. Are you lot okay? What has happened?
Yeah, we got some injured people here.
Where is Mortarion?
He's under that rock.
Well, that is
What's in
good.
the arm?
I killed the legendary hero Angel Fernandez. Vanquished him.
Angel, he offers you his hand. You have done the duty of us all.
I'm gonna shake his hand and be like,
Winter's Hold will always remember Angel Fernandez.
and don't forget his trusty companions. It was a team
yes.
effort.
Trusty companions.
Speaking of which, there is a sheep outside.
Bleedy.
That is very weird. The
That's
beast
our
is
boy.
strange.
I don't know
but
what you
it's-
mean.
it's-
He's
it's a
very
little-
normal.
It's a little beast.
Wait, are we done?
He sees Vulture and rushes forward. Hestius flies in through the smashed window and like starts licking your face and like jumping up and down. Remember, she's the size of a Great Dane at this point. So, or an Irish Wolfhound even. So she's like kind of jumping all over you, knocks you off your feet, wings, and the beat's
I don't
getting
even
a bit
care.
sharp. The beat's getting a bit sharp.
No, that's fine. I still give her kisses and cuddles.
I'm gonna turn to the big fella.
Also, just so you know, you're a king.
Yeah,
on the
he's
floor.
he's rushed over already.
You know, daughter of the elf lord on the floor. You know, just side note.
You
Just
see some
side
like
note.
water mages come in and they start providing medical
Yeah,
attention.
you're okay.
Freya, all of you will receive medical attention, but you're encouraged to go to the medical tents that are being set up.
I'm gonna turn to the big fella and be like, now normally when we run into powerful people like you who could make a difference in our war effort, you all seem to leave. I was wondering if you'd be able to stick around and lend a hand.
He looks at his arm that's missing and then looks at you.
I don't want to charisma roll.
You want to roll a charisma? Roll a charisma for me.
That one was a 6.
The humor was very human of you. We don't quite laugh like that in Elvish society, but no, my main part has been played. We will meet again, one last time, but not for a while.
At the end, then.
What?
You
Perhaps.
think it's at the end?
Perhaps. I would recommend that all of you pay respects to my sister's grave. Ultram, you've come to at this point.
Wait. Rykard just woke up. I'm sure he has something to ask you. I'm gonna go up to him and go,
I'd be muted.
Where is your sister's?
Sea Star
Oh.
Tower.
I'll try and stand up and look over essentially all the dwarfs that have come. I think
All like-
I'm,
Yeah, gathering around you.
and then just slowly walk through, hands on the shoulders of every single one that I see,
Oh,
and we'll like usher them out of the room, and we'll just start. As much as I want to go to the tower, I will, but now the priority is my people.
yeah.
And we need to
As-
take stock of what's happened.
Are you all going to leave at the same time, or
Is the tower here?
it's
In the city room? Okay, right. Fucking look at the map then. Where is it?
Are you at Sea Star Tower? Are you guys all going to leave the throne room, or does anyone want to hang around? Or can
I
we-
don't have a say really.
Right,
I
I will
pick
turn
up-
around and say, "Don't go in the tower without me."
So,
Can I pick up the
need to deal
thing
with
that Harkon had dropped and I kicked away?
Mortarion.
Mortarion.
Yeah. The Chaos Seed is somewhere amongst the rubble.
Now I'm gonna pick it up and put it in my bag.
Yeah, you find it.
Great.
Is she the best one to have that?
It won't speak to you guys.
Okay.
Freya, you're being dragged by the dwarfs have got you on like a little stretcher. Your
Can
body
I,
is still scalding hot, so they can't.
Can I pick up Ash and head to the bar?
There's no bar.
It's an eighth bar in the town. I'm going for a fucking drink.
I think the town's been
No,
ravaged.
The town is like a desolate
Let's
wasteland.
set
Can I?
up camp
Yeah,
somewhere.
the camp is being set up within the
Move
city.
Right, then I go.
I'm changing scene. As you
Can I
leave,
make
I
out the
was just
plan?
gonna do a perception check.
as you leave the
Right.
throne room, yeah, the throne room is basically destroyed. As you leave the throne room, all these people, dwarfs, elves, and men, are gathered outside in that keep like grounds, and they're all. The moment they see you, they're like, yes, and everyone's like throwing like cloaks in the air and like their hats and stuff as they like applaud. Some muskets are firing in the air. The drums are like beating rapidly. Even some of the black dogs that survived in the Reichlanders under Olaf are just like, yes, the champions, the champions. And Dondorian Winters, like, there's a bit of a podium. He grabs Angel's hand. He's like, the Slayer of the Necromancer, and lifts Angel's hand. And everyone's like, and applauding wildly.
I'm gonna pull Clara in for a kiss.
All these like flowers are being thrown in the air, and like petals and leaves are in the air.
I'm gonna turn to them and go, but this couldn't have been
So they
done
got flowers
without
to
each and
believe.
every one of you!
And everyone's like, yes! And you see on top of like the castle gates, Bane Tunridge, the Lord of Northgard. He's on like he's leaning on a crutch. He's got a couple of bandages wrapped around him, and his armor's all muddied and bloodied. And he's like nodding at you guys with the nod of respect and stuff. And
Can I turn
Sorry.
to Freya?
I'm passed out.
No, Freya would be awake now, wouldn't she?
No,
She's
been
very,
taken out
she's
of the
hurt.
stretcher.
Yeah.
And also, Adam's had his hand up for a while.
Yes, Adam.
I think as the celebrations were happening and Angel stood on the stairs, Voltron will just have a look around and probably notice that there's far fewer people here now than there were before.
There is.
And he'll kind of just sidle off. He won't share the celebrations.
Everyone's like patting on your shoulder as you kind of slip away.
And
I'll
I
walk away as well. I'm not
search the
comfortable.
crowd for 2 people.
Yeah. What
So I want to look for the guard that we found on the way in.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then I want to search for Freya's brother as well.
The guard is not there that you can see, but there's still like a couple thousand people crammed in, and there's more outside. So outside the keep, the tents have been erected. There are piles of the undead like being burned. Elf and fire mages and human fire mages are burning the dead as people with like scarves wrapped around the head are like throwing the corpses in, and then you see like lying neatly organized and all in a row as the dead have in the fight, and you've got elves there. You've got dwarfs and men of Northgard, men of the Silver Tree, Reichlanders. You've got black dogs. Everyone's kind of shoulder to shoulder, regardless of race or allegiance.
They've been against dead.
Yeah, and the dead are obviously just the good dead are being treated with respect. The bad dead are just being dumped into a pile or a pit in the ground, and the earth and fire mages are dealing with them. But all the others. Bane Tunridge like waddles over on his crutch and he pats Devlad on the back and he's like, I knew to trust in you. You've done well, old friend. Come, let us have a smoke.
May need to stop smoking.
after this one. This is some good herb, trust me. As he kind of leads you up the battlements overlooking. Loads of people are passing out tankards of ale or flagons of wine. And they're like, to the glorious dead. To the glorious dead, as they're chinking. And you're brought into these medical tents and immediately treated. You know, you've got water mages using some healing magic, and you've got people bandaging your wounds. All of you go back up to like full hit points.
Can I try and like find Aaron Oakhart? Is he
yes,
in
Tom
there?
Away's crew is there. All have survived. Aaron Oakhart amongst them, and he's like, you guys would have been so proud. I killed a zombie, as he like runs over and he's like happily. You see some of them are injured. Tom Away's crew are injured, but they're all fine. Only sees Angel and Reiner and like picks them both up, and he starts like jostling them. Yeah,
I'm still pretty hurt.
Yeah.
Tommy's like, Oni, and he's like, oh sorry, as he puts you down.
Yeah.
It's okay, Oni.
Aaron in the chest. I go, I knew there was an oak card in there.
Yeah.
And I go, now please heal my lady.
You see Richard Head, the vice commander. He's injured, but he's walking around like taking stock of the injuries and supplies and organising the relief and stuff like that. And as Freya is laid down, Leaf constantly by her side, holding her hand.
Is anybody else there? Particularly Castian?
Yeah, Castian comes forward. His left arm is bandaged, and he's got like a bandage across his face. And
Sorry, but if we watch back, what was it? If Tom's streaming this, if not, then if we ever like me and Adam for the last 5 minutes
waiting for Cassie.
Literally, everyone's like, yeah, oh, drinks, do this. And me and Anna were both sitting there like,
Major leader, major leader,
Yeah,
major
yeah,
leader,
yeah,
major
yeah,
leader,
yeah,
major
yeah,
leader.
yeah.
You get into the medical tent.
I know, but you were
Cassian
just
walks over and
purposely not said his name. We were like, wait a minute.
Cassian, he goes down on one knee and puts his hand on like Freya's Freya's heart, and he's like,
My gosh.
he sighs relief as he sits at her bedside, completely ignoring the Leafs holding her hand, and he looks over to you all. You've done well, all of you. Truly are champions. Mortarion was a monster, and with him dead, the world can sigh a sigh of relief. Freya, you start coming to.
Okay.
She did good.
Lysandra.
Am I too?
Mhm.
Can I like sit up quickly? But obviously I'm
Yeah,
still going to.
Not too
And
quick.
then- and launch myself at Leaf, like hug him,
Yeah,
and then like panically check him over to make sure that he's okay. And
yeah. He's kind of like, this is like his sides have been bandaged and stuff like that, but he's relatively fine.
then is Freya's dad there as well?
Yeah, he's bandaged up.
Can Freya start crying and just launch herself at her dad?
You notice he's got tears in his eyes as he kind of like hugs you back and he looks you over. You've done
No,
so
Freya's
well,
sobbing. Like Freya's sobbing, crying.
You've done so well, trust me. You've done so well. That couldn't have been any easy battle, but you and your companions have done it. You've saved the day and all our lives. Truly. I'm so proud of you, he says as he tries to wipe away your tears.
Freya's like wiping her tears, and then before she says anything, can she look round to find Voltrum?
Yeah, Voltrum's like just sitting on the bed next to you guys.
And then can she just slowly walk up to Voltrum and then just wrap her arms around her and just give him a very just soft but like, loving embrace.
Yeah, just a little squeeze.
Just a little squeeze
Ash shuffles
while
forwards.
crying.
Ash shuffles forwards as well, and Leaf kind of like pushes him back a little bit.
Can I just like kind of push some alcohol in Ash's like
I-
arm and kind of push him
He
away?
grabs it in one, yeah.
Can Gwen sort of join in Voltrum and Freya's hug?
Oh
Gwen
yeah,
is
Gwen,
on
Gwen
death,
is
goddamn.
100%.
Yeah.
Freya hugs Gwen as
Gwen is
well.
still almost fully bandaged, like casts on either arm.
She tries it anyway.
Somehow she's still there.
Yeah.
All
Like,
the
I'm going into early retirement. You guys are funding it. Okay.
I quit. This has been a horrible, horrible couple of weeks.
This is not what I signed up for.
Your father like pulls you out some drinks and stuff like that, and he looks at you all. Oh,
Can I ask him quickly about Freya's brother? What happened to him?
Noctis. What was that, Adam?
So,
Tom sent me a private message saying release an armor spark. Just Gwen pew! Lands on top of Bleaty, rides off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Noctis. Noctis. Nyose was here, but he is gone. He looks towards Freya. He saved my life, and for that I am thankful. For all he has done and for all who he is still my son. And I cannot serve him up for damnation without hope that there is still some light in him. Lysandra stands forward at this point, and Cassian nods at her, and she nods at him. She turns to you, Freya. Nods.
No, can Freya get up and hug her?
She hugs you back after a moment. She's like, I knew my training would pay off. You did me proud, little one. She like scuffs up your hair.
Freya just smiles.
Be careful with the weapon that you wielded. She kind of looks back at her own axe that's slung over her shoulder. Some weapons require a great amount of power and sacrifice. Wield it with caution. Now I must go join the others. We shall meet again, soon enough. She nods at you all and strides away. Her
Wait, before, yeah, as she strides away, can Frey just grab her hand real quickly? And then, as she turns back, Frey's just got, like, just nice little, just tears. And Frey goes, thank you. And take care.
She nods, smiles, and then walks off.
Is Richard Head in this tent?
Oh yeah, he's kind of walking around in the background dealing
Can
with
I
stuff.
pull him to the side if I get a chance?
Yeah.
I just want to be like, Mr. Head? So have I remembered
Angel.
that correct?
Angel, yes, it's good to see you again.
I unfortunately have some bad news from that fight. Daishin, I believe, was your commander. From what I gather, either perished or got teleported away. So that whole issue with the...
Which one is it then?
Well, I was pretty sure perished, but then the Book of Creation did some crazy shit and... poof! Gone.
He kind of sits down and puts his head in his hands. Perhaps she is out there still somewhere. If she was taken away. Thank you. He goes to shake your hand. I'll send out people. He kind of walks off in a daze.
Is Lulan around?
Lulan, yeah.
Did she not walk
Oh
off?
no, she sneaked away, didn't she?
Can I do a perception check to see if she's anywhere within...
Snuck away.
She's not. No.
Okay,
I
no,
see.
even if I rolled a nat 20,
You can
I
tell
would
me,
find-
Lulan, if either. Don't message me, please God. Don't distract me from the
Well,
store. Just tell us.
Jesus.
It's fine.
I'm not gone. I'm still around. I just don't want anyone to notice too much. I'm not comfortable with everything that's going on. And Lulan is also feeling a huge mixture of emotions, and a lot of them are negative to herself. So she
It's
just
like,
doesn't
I can't
really
find it.
want anyone to talk to her. She just want to make sure that everyone that she does love is getting the treatment that they deserve, and then that's it.
You guys turn around, see that Bleaty's like that he waddles on over and like sits down and he lets out this big sigh. He's like,
Bleaty did that.
yeah.
I'll walk back in and pat him. You did good.
He kind of like scratches at the back of his head with his hoof.
So I can't roll to see if Leland. She's just nowhere near.
Yeah, she's not in the tent.
Alright. I mean, I looked out.
You guys have like a glass of wine or some beer each, and
Yeah, do you want to give it a couple hours? Because we just came out
your
battle.
wounds are fully healed. This
Fuck that, drink it straight away.
Some of you are
Yeah,
still
like,
covered in
Our
bandages,
wounds are
but...
fully healed. I got fucked up. I don't think we should be healed for like a week.
No, but you're fully bandaged, is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay.
So
Yeah,
you're
no,
not
I
in
think,
fighting
like,
shape.
Give it a bit of time between just come out of battlefield, a reunion with family, cry, and maybe give it like a couple
Yeah,
days,
if I
or
could-
if feeling a little
No,
like-
if I could finish. So what happens is, you're all bandaged. None of you are on death's door at this point, so you can't fight. I mean, you probably could if push comes to shove, but you're not in the best of shape. The sun is setting, and the guards have been positioned on the city walls. The dead are all kind of being loaded onto wagons. Although the Reichlanders have taken to burning their dead in the old-fashioned ways with flint and steel, and they make a massive pyre and burn their dead. Olaf has sworn that he will remain with his men and what's left of the Reichlanders and assist in repairing the city as best they can, because they feel somewhat responsible. However, we'll come to that in the meeting, but everyone's kind of still cleaning up. People are trying to set up tents to sleep and stuff like that, and the sun's setting and the party to celebrate the victory is still raging on, but you're all now in the position where you can walk and talk freely. None of you are about to drop dead.
Okay, good.
As soon as that's established, and I think a decent amount of time, I say decent, maybe 2 or 3
Couple
hours,
hours.
middle of the night, because the party.
It's been about 6 or 7 hours, because if you came out in the afternoon at 3 o'clock, it's about
So I'm
10ish.
I doubt Voltron will be sleeping, so he'd pick up one of the speaking stones and just say, I'm going to head to the tower now. Anyone's welcome to join me.
Angel hasn't got one.
Yeah, I'm just chilling with
I
Clive.
I
was
don't know
about to
that.
say, can I go find Angel on hearing that and tell him the news? Bring him along.
Frey's staying out this one. I think she's been through enough.
For some weird reason, you feel like you all have to be there.
Yeah.
Champions, assemble!
You as you walk across town, like various Reiner and Angel have found each
Hey,
other.
it's Frey just being forced there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Reiner and Angel kind of walk with each other. Like Lulan comes out of the shadows. Angel and Voltrim and Freya, you all meet up like at various points of this journey, and the sun is just about setting. So this city has like a golden glow. All the fires have been put out. There's no dead line between you and this tower. And like for a little moment, the city seems to have some beauty back to it. And it's almost hard to tell that like the land has been kind of destroyed and corrupted. You hear Fudge's sleepy whimpers.
Aww.
She's
I've
going,
got like 2 videos of them
yeah.
from when I got
Her jowls just fill with so much air. Like, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, she's in the beanbag. I'll just take a picture and put it in the chair. Hold on.
Her legs going, yeah.
She's in the beanbag.
Yeah, she's not. It doesn't look comfortable at all.
And therefore is the most comfortable she's ever been.
She's got like a load of bean. She's got a love for beanbags all of a sudden. It's in the group chat. Anyway, so the city is once more like it has some beauty to it. Like the glow kind of sits on the top of buildings like a crown. And as you cross the half-destroyed stone bridge, in relative silence, unless you want to talk about anything as you're walking towards the tower.
No, Frey just walks next to Voltrim.
So you notice the closer you get to this tower, the less corruption there is. The land goes from this rotten brown to verdant green. The trees still have leaves in them, and it's almost like an eternal spring the closer you get to the tower. The snow seems to fade in the sky, and you arrive, and you feel this like new, like fresh warmth, like an early spring morn. And the tower is this beautiful marbled, skinny but long and tall, complex elven structure with smaller turrets and smaller rooms jutting out from it, with a tiny but quite sturdy black wrought iron gate surrounding it. Within the gate there is a fountain just outside the tower, but the gate seems to be locked.
I climb over the gate.
You seem to just slip off it as you attempt to climb.
Okay, can I try and pick the lock?
There is no lock. It's just a shut gate.
Can I try and push it to open it?
It opens.
I'm gonna look at him like.
Have you tried the handle?
As you stride into the courtyard, your feet like start to crush these leaves that have fallen. The fountain is still like magically working. Fish are still swimming in it. It's the first time you've seen like animal life in the north. And the tower itself is this beautiful like dark mahogany door to it, which is covered down in ivy and overgrown somewhat.
Can we make our way to the tower?
Yeah. The door.
Do we have to walk
opens.
past the fountain?
Yeah.
Can I look in it?
Yes, fish. I just said that.
Oh, sorry. Again, just in case there's like
There's still
dimensions
just
in
fish.
there.
It's just a koi carp. As you arrive, the door swings open, and like steps leading down.
Ooh, I'm not going.
Stairs.
Luna's just gonna
Oh,
walk straight
well,
down.
Yeah, Voltrim will lead the way.
Like these sconces ignite into this like beautiful white flame as you stride down the stairs, and you notice that the tower like goes into the underground and then back up with a spiral staircase but there is a single now white steel gate and fence that blocks off the bottom of the stairs from the rest of the room, and you notice before you is a corpse. Like all it is mainly armor and a skeleton, but it's the armor of a swan knight, and there are about 6 or 7 other skeletons with various rugged old Midland armor at the base of the steps.
As in, they fought the Swan Knight, or the Swan Knight just died at his post?
Perhaps both.
Perhaps both.
Is a Swan Knight going to get armor or weapons?
Before you touch
the
it,
armor-
this could be like a cursed situation, so we don't want to just touch it without like detecting magic on it or something.
If only we had a cleric.
I mean, we got a whole army. Should we just double back and get someone?
I'm gonna get some water while you guys discuss this.
I'm just saying. We don't
I
just
mean-
touch the first thing we find.
Her brother literally did say, "Come visit us." So, be very surprised if she's trapped it, or if she hasn't trapped it to allow us to part through it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but it might be like a backup in case we lost.
So there was
Uh.
Midgard armor, and it was like 6 corpses with that, and 1 corpse with Swan Knight, right? Is that correct?
So
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It just gives me the EBGBs.
Pussy.
I mean, you can touch it if you want. I don't know.
We'll fucking touch it. Says with that hand with one less finger.
Aren't you guys like matching now?
No, I'm missing
both
this
this finger.
finger. Mine got
Right,
bit-
to be fair, that is the finger that I should have been missing. That would have been the smart finger, but
So you're missing your left one. I'm missing my right. This one.
Gwen, someone's like, I'm also missing a finger.
Why is Gwen
Did
here?
Gwen come here? I thought it was
Gwen's
just the
not here.
champion.
No.
Yeah, but why is Gwen missing a finger?
There's deep lore but we haven't learned yet. Oh wait.
No, we have.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
did that.
we have.
We have. It was quite
Angel.
recent.
Deep lore. We'll never know.
Deep lore, also known as an untimely natural one.
Hey, just be grateful you got away with just a finger. Oh no, she's gone.
Is that what you tell all the ladies?
Very nice. Very nice. Hi,
I've
Charisma.
asked Dan to find me the clip from when you go, you should rename yourself to Tally Walker.
Oh, I missed.
A lot actually, but it's quite a lot
much.
to go over.
We've gone through the gate and we're in now.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. So the gate is called.
we haven't really.
corporeal.
I'm just pulling your leg.
Oh, okay.
We're standing
Um,
there, and
Where's Chess?
I don't know.
Just dropped out.
We started talking about a touchy subject.
Hey, there we go.
Basically, we're right where you left us.
yeah,
So
can I
you,
loot this one night?
Yeah, you find nothing of use.
Okay.
Rusted blades, and that's about it.
Could I do a study of the gate that we're coming up to?
The gate seems familiar to when you go corporeal.
I'll look over my shoulder and pass, I guess, beyond the veil and pass through.
Yeah, you pass through these.
Can I open it from this side
Brian's
when
gonna
I
pass through the
reappear?
gate.
Rhino also walks through the gate.
Okay.
Lulan goes through the gate.
Lulan goes through the gate.
When they're going through the gate, can I see what's on the other side?
And
Can I just
what is
grab
wrong
him
with
and
all
put
these
him
gates
through?
being open? God.
You pull Angel through.
Are we distrusting? Has something happened that's made us this way?
No.
Freya, you can go through.
Yeah, go for it.
Freya goes through. Now the room, almost like a TARDIS, opens up. It's this single floor which it seems to go on forever. But at the very center of it is a shrine, which is the grave site of Sierra Seastar. Her marble figure kind of stands vigil there. The likeness is uncanny. Raikar, you'll notice straight away. And sorry. At the base is 5 small chests.
Ooh. Can I run over to them and expect the one for the bomb with the bow?
Grab him before he runs over.
Wait, you want to go and poke one of the bottom of your bow?
No, I want to go look for one with like a sigil of a bow or something.
So as you walk over, there's all the chests are the same shape, size, color. Oh, we've lost Freya now. And Freya's back. No, Freya's gone. So we'll just do a little wait.
Yeah, we can talk about our movement. Rykar will also move further forwards.
Yeah. As you...
Probably got his hand in his satchel, holding on to the mask as well.
Oh,
She looks down, like you'll look up at her, and she's kind of like, it looks almost like she's just reading a book.
I'll walk over to one of the chests, maybe the one on the far left.
I want the one bang in the middle. Can I open the chest in the middle?
As you go to open the chest in the middle, it doesn't open.
Can I open the one? Try open like the one left.
That one doesn't open.
Can I walk
And the other
up to
one.
my chest and sort of take a moment to appreciate everything they did for us, and then try and open my chest?
Your chest doesn't open.
Can I just like systematically go from like jump in between chests? Try each
So
one.
there is a plaque on each of them.
Oh,
Can I look at the plaque?
The one that you're currently looking at says Lulan.
Well.
Oh, okay. Can I run by my one?
You find one that says Reiner.
Sorry, I missed that bit because I cut out. What's happened?
At the center of the room, there is the resting place of Sierra Sea Star, and beneath her statue is these 5 ornate chests. Each one seems to hold a plaque with each of your names on it, placed there, I don't know, hundreds of years, like 100 years ago.
oh god.
Okay, can I go to my chest then?
Yeah.
I assume that
shuffle
everybody's standing in
to
front of
mine.
their chest.
Everyone's standing in front of their chest?
I guess I'll be the last one to approach if everyone's waiting for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I will be the last to open mine.
Right, flying his fucking chest open.
Reiner opens his like a kid on Christmas. Oh, like a fat kid going for sweets. He throws it open, and like at the very base of it is this white bow. It looks unpolished. It seems to be made almost directly from a branch that's just fallen from a tree. It's this bone white bow.
Can I jump in the chest with it?
Your feet don't fit in it.
Can I like try and lie in the chest?
You basically
Alongside the bow.
You can pull the bow out, and it's like, you know, like Harry Potter's Hermione's bag. Like it's bigger on the inside when you reach into it. But
Okay, can I put it out and hug it?
Yeah, you hug. It's longer than a long bow, but it's shorter than your siege bow.
Okay.
It is a elder wood bow.
Ooh.
Every arrow shot from this will do 2 damage, so long as it pierces their armor.
Nice, it's pretty.
And while you're wielding it, you get 1+ to your dex.
Oh, 15 tags.
So that will go in your brackets. So where it says your dex, so if you had 14 out of 20, you now put in bracket +1. Okay?
Yep.
Who's opening theirs next?
I guess I'll open mine next.
Angel, you
How
open-
far along was I? Like, because I was in the far left when it was wrong. Where am I? What's like the
You're on the
order?
far right.
Oh, okay. I'll walk ashamed to the other side.
As you open yours, there is a silver ring, a signet ring, in the base of it.
Oh god.
It would have fit perfectly, but unfortunately.
Which okay. I
Which
think
finger are you missing?
I'm missing my right hand.
Oh yeah, from that man bit it.
Yeah, that dog bit.
The ring changes size when you pick it up, and it will fit on whatever finger you want it on. You notice that there is no gemstone on this ring. It is a silver ring with a tiny little mirror where the gemstone should be. when you look into it, you see yourself, but yourself acts in a different way to how you're acting. So it blinks out of time of you. You feel the urge to hold your hand out with the ring on it, and like a projector, it projects a illusion of Angel. This angel appears before you, and like kind of waves, and effectively this is a new move, and I'll send it to you. It's an illusion of you. It can't do any damage. It can't do it basically take any wounds. Well, if it's hit, it dispels immediately. However, it will, if it takes a hit in combat, give them full static immediately. And it can be a distraction.
My favourite move, you gave it to me.
Also, if it dies, you gain knowledge of what it's seen.
Beautiful. I'm just going to wave at it as it waves at me.
It waves back.
And I'm going to just think to myself, fuck, he's handsome.
It like does the same gesture. Who's open?
Can I shoot his shadow with my new bow?
Yeah, you immediately get electrocuted somewhat, and you're like, ah, and the angel can now teleport to you freely.
I will. No, I won't. I won't. I nearly do. I'm about to low blow
just be
and I
standing in
stop
front of a
myself,
check.
thinking like, oh, this is maybe not the time.
Yeah.
Freya's giving side eye at both of them.
Who wants to open theirs next?
Everyone's just too busy.
I got
looking
to
at
up to
us.
Freya's chest and I try and open it.
You can't open
No,
Freya's chest.
I'll just keep. I'll open mine then.
As Freya opens her chest, there is this ornate armor of a swan knight at the base of it.
Put it on then.
Yeah, right.
The
Because you got
armor,
your shiny new toy.
Oh
the
yeah.
armor seems to fit Freya like a glove. So Freya, this is a 7 out of 12 armor, which is a very large save, but it also doesn't give you any negatives. You can still move freely in it, and you get +2 charisma with every elf.
Wait. You said that way too fast. Sorry, say that again.
7 out of 12 armor save.
Yeah.
So yours, I think your current one was like 5, so it's 7 out of, so it's a +2 basically to your current armor, but you get full like movement in it, so you can still dodge, roll, and
Nice.
yeah. So it's a unique heavy armor or heavy-ish armor, +2 charisma to elves as well while you're wearing it.
Can I look towards Angel and be like, looks a bit shit?
Yeah, can Freya just look at Angel and Reiner and not say anything, but you can just know. Just know. She's just. Don't fuck with Freya.
I'm gonna whisper to Rhino.
Doesn't say anything, just looks.
It's so last season. But just like that, like, my lips were covered, so you couldn't really read.
Who wants to open the next one?
I'll open.
Lulan? Yeah.
Lulan, as you open it, there is this unique, like, cylinder glass that wrapped in this like bandagey like leather, and it's filled with blood, but it's like a sort of irony blood. So this effectively increases your blood vault, so you can actively charge. So I think you could only, what was it, get 8 tokens max?
No.
Oh, what was it max?
Like 12.
Okay, well now you can get up to 15 in combat, and you can start with 3. So instead of starting with 2, you start with 3.
I only could start with. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's your vial is increased, and it kind of slips like a Viking traveling drinking horn. It sits on your side. So at the start of every combat, you'll start with 3 blood tokens.
Nice.
That leaves you, Voltron.
Yeah, this'll be an emotional one. Probably with just hands completely trembling. He'll open the chest, and what does he find?
He finds a horn.
How big? And describe it to me.
This is the horn of House Storm. Rykar the Hornblower's horn itself. It is the Uruk horn from his youth. Rykar carved it out when he's a young lad, and his Uruk malted his horn. It is this smoky, black and white, marbled, varnished horn that is probably about, like, I don't know, 60 centimeters long. And it starts off narrow and grows wider. Tooting this horn will give all champions a 1 bonus, 1 reroll for that turn. So should they want to reroll anything, they can. It will also give all allies in the area, including champions, +1 to their attack and +1 to their Constitution roll. So should they need to roll a Constitution.
Is there a balcony or a way to the top of the tower?
Yeah, there's a spiral staircase.
I think.
Can I thank the lady first before we move out of the room?
Yeah. Vulture will just tap her toes, because it's probably all he can reach. And say, this is actually something I remember. And then he's going to just sprint off towards the top of the stairs and work his way up.
You hear the thudding of his shoes climb the marbled staircase. Voltron, you reach like the peak and you overlook the whole of Marquette. It's actually a beautiful sight, the sun setting behind you.
I'm going to give it a good old blow. Just from the top of the tower.
Did you hear that? Did that work?
No,
No.
not for me.
Am I not on voice mod? Hold on. I'm not. Fuck me. Did that work?
It
Yeah.
is, yeah. We might have to get you a new horn sound.
This horn blows out, and like there seems stillness, and you hear in the streets below some cheering, and like a couple more horns meet the toot.
Nice.
And just probably there for about 5 minutes until exhausted from it. Just blowing as hard as I can.
I'm sure at some point we would all walk up and meet you.
Yeah, you're all on the top of the tower. Think like the top of Orthanc, but much more pretty and less scary. As
Just
you look out.
I was just gonna say, as on the way, I'm just gonna be slightly like bickering about how shit Freya looks. Then
Freya looks badass, man.
Yeah,
She's got a
it's
wind
gonna
helmet.
look fucking sick.
Yeah. A hair tied in a bun. Helmet under her arm. Cool. Cool AF.
Yeah. And I think looking out from atop this tower, it's just going to be that moment of looking at his friends and knowing what they've been through and not knowing what they've been through. Just break down again. But this time, instead of being from utter devastation, this time it's just from exhaustion.
can I just put a hand on his shoulder?
Same.
I'm gonna look to the left and out to the crowds and just be like, you guys realize this thing's not anywhere close to being over, right? We got a long way to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've never been closer. We're closer today than we were yesterday. But I hope all days are not like this one.
No, I need a drink. Heads up.
Oh,
downstairs.
you remember
I-
that you still got Ash's hip flask as well.
All right, I'll get out the hip flask and share around.
I don't know if now's the time for that.
Fine.
I think we need to understand what has happened.
I think we need to plan where next.
They're playing games with us.
I'm not ready to talk yet.
I'll turn to Lulan and go, Lulan, that thing you picked up off the ground, is that what I think it is?
Yeah.
So that's one job done.
Yeah.
So what's left?
2 things. 2
One
things
thing.
left. No. 2. Blood of a maiden fair. And the sacrifice of true love.
And just wiping a tear off his face, he'll say one thing. Again.
Okay. Okay, Vulture. One thing.
Can Freya just put her hand on Vulture's chest and then just kind of give him a sad look, and then Freya's gonna make her way back.
I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, you,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm also gonna follow.
I kind of want to sit on the side of the tower and
Yeah,
just overlook.
Voltrum is just going to sit on the side of the tower and just look for probably until the sun is well gone down.
The snow kind of stops drizzling and the sun sets as the moon rises. Angel, Freya, and Ryan, you make it back to camp.
As we
some-
walk, if possible, I want to say to Freya,
Wait, before Angel says anything, she just not like he goes to say something, and Freya, like, she doesn't even look at him. She turns and all she says is like, "Angel, I want you to walk at least 2 paces behind me for the rest of the evening. Don't look at me. Don't say anything to me. Don't even breathe in my direction." And then Freya just continues to slowly walk off because obviously, you know, she's been battered and beaten and
Can I turn around to Angel and go? And continue to walk with Freya's side.
I'll just stand there, let them walk off.
Can I turn to Vulture? I just want to quietly sort of say to him, even though it's just us, and just say, "I'm sorry, old friend, for everything,
Yeah.
for what is to come, and for what has passed."
It's one of those ones where I don't know if he needs to say anything, but he'll basically look at you and his eyes are saying, "Thank you, and I'm sorry for you to you as well."
Kind of nod back and just look out again, comfortable in the silence.
You sit there for a time, and gather your thoughts. Your cloak stops billowing as the wind slowly dispels. And you notice very few campfires go out as people turn in. The group walking home, you're just striding through the streets, thinking nothing of it, and you come across a street which feels eerily familiar to you, Freya.
It's just those 2, by the way. I stayed.
you know you're there. You're just a couple paces behind
No,
us.
I didn't follow your advice. I just stayed. I'm gonna walk off on my own.
you just stayed still. You're like,
I was just like,
Couldn't take the
So-
slander.
Freya, you see a house that looks very familiar, a street that seems eerily familiar, and then you see Shadow on the rooftop next to the house as Draven drops down. "Well, Freya, I heard many a report from Lysandra. Supposedly you have some new magic spell, some new strength."
Sorry, who are you?
"Ah, yes. The loudmouth. How curious that you two are in company. None of your friends are here, though, are they? Save for this one." An order is barked from a house. "Enough, Draven." You see the tip of the spear first as Neose walks out the door, his cloak tucked neatly around his neck. Freya. He digs the tip of the spear into the ground.
You say?
Lysandra tells me you fought well.
Dad told me that you saved him.
Well, it was my duty. Father to son, son to father. You saved me once.
So what now? Because I'm not going to fight you.
No, it doesn't feel right to fight on a night like this. He looks up at the moon.
Frey just sighs, like, very loudly, and walks just like walk. Where is he? I need
Opposite
imagery.
you. You're in a narrow street, and he's standing outside the ruins of a two-story house.
Can Frey walk past him into the house?
He's standing in the doorway.
Oh, yeah. You can still walk past him.
As you walk past him, he turns to you. Freya, the darkness is coming. His eye patch over his left eye. He turns fully to face you. Do you truly feel that you are prepared?
Frey turns very slow, like not fully, but just like that. Turns. She goes, "Do you think I've just been?" Wait. Side note: how long has it been since this our whole thing started?
Since you guys first met up?
Yeah, from the very beginning.
I think it's like a year and a couple months.
Okay. Right, Frey goes to say, he's like, "Do you think I would spend about half of a year and a half dealing with all of this when I could be doing anything else? Of course I know that something's coming. Do you think I would have led our people to near death if I didn't know that something was coming? I'm not a child, Neose. I'm not just a little sister anymore."
Draven kind of laughs, and the OC shoots him a look.
I was going to do something, but fine.
Oh yeah, side note, where's Rhino? Is he just standing outside the house?
Standing outside, yeah.
I'm being respectful, thank you very much.
Neose looks at you directly this time. You are still weak, Freya. You have much to learn.
Frey cut him off and she's like, weak when I'm the one that's helping. I'm the one who's trying to protect our people and our homeland and fight for what's right, while you're off playing with chaos and trying to be better when really you're just making things worse. And just because you saved Dad doesn't mean we're on good terms, say, because you shoved past him.
As you walk into the kitchen of the house, you hear something thud and land beside you. It's a bag. Neose's tossed it at you and walked out. His cloak billowing behind him. We will meet again, Freya, and I will show you the meaning of true power, and you will either learn from it or you will die. And I will replace you. As he walks out, Draven quickly following him.
Freya, look in the bag.
In the bag is a marbled chunk of a brazier.
What's that? What's that? Okay. Oh, guess I put it in my pocket?
The house that you're in is your childhood home. There is marks of a battle that took place within this kitchen area, but there are no remains. The kitchen is almost exactly like you remember it, save for the fact that it's extremely worn down and somewhat fallen to ruin. You remember your... Sorry, I'm going to change the song now. You remember your mum baking, your father laughing. Why is that not changed?
You remember spending your youth here, pitter-pattering. There's even marks on the wall that say how tall you were at the age of 1, and then at the age of 2. And the Osei is just there at the age of 8, and they stop there. Stairs leading upstairs.
Yeah, Freya just gently touched, the bit with the names on the wall and kind of just take it all in and then slowly make her way upstairs.
As you make your way upstairs, there's a childhood room, like with a small bed and a little mobile hanging down of like these swans and flowers and petals.
Can Freya take one of the swans?
And there's a little boy's room with this like wooden sword and shield propped up on the wall, but everything else has kind of been ruined. And then there's your parents' room where the bed has been destroyed. There's remnants of a fire. Perhaps someone camped here at some point, but what remains, what you spot under one of the chests of drawers is a broken pitcher.
Can I pick up the picture?
As you pick up the frame, you see a a beautiful drawing and painting of a younger looking your father and your mum holding hands. On her hip is a baby Freya, and holding your dad's left hand is a young Neose.
Freya, as she's looking down at the photo, can drops of her tears just hit the photo?
As you do, the back of the frame opens and another picture falls out.
Can I look at that photo?
As you look at that photo, you see a young, white-haired, purple-eyed boy holding hands with Sierra Seastar, and your mother standing beside them holding a young Neose.
Can Freya quickly run to the other side of the house? I'm guessing Neose's gone, but just check.
Mm-hmm. He's gone.
Okay, can Freya take both the pictures?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then can Freya take a deep breath and wipe away her tears,
Mm-hmm.
and then just take a minute to compose herself before she goes downstairs to Reiner. Okay, and then goes downstairs to Reiner.
Wait, when she obviously leaves the house, you good?
Freya just nods.
What are you going to say? You're going to loot the building the moment Freya leaves? I'm going to go and look for loot. You meet back at camp. Angel, on your way back, you see a little girl playing with water.
Oh man. Gosh. I assume I know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, I'm not going to be able to remember her name off the top
Sienna.
of my head. Sienna.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go... I'll just walk up to her without saying anything and just sort of make my presence known.
She's barefoot by the riverbank and trying to pick leaves out of the water. Oh, hello, Angel, she says as she looks up at you. Her hair is a complete mess. Blonde, shaggy hair with leaves and twigs stuck in it.
It's good to see you again, Sienna.
Yes, it is good to see you. I'm glad that we're not fighting this time.
Yeah, thank you for stopping the fighting last time. On behalf of my friends and I. You did
It was
good.
time to go.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. Are you still hanging out with Neose?
Yes, we're still on our adventure. You notice in the water an elemental forms, and it doesn't take true shape, but it's watching you very closely. She talks to it. Oh no, he's a friend. Don't worry. And the elemental kind of sinks back into the river.
Sienna, look, you're a grown person. You're allowed to live your life however you please, but just keep in mind that I don't particularly think Neose's quest per se is entirely noble and just.
Perhaps, but all rivers lead to the ocean. She hands you a shell.
And I'll be like, but not every river has to crash through every town on the way there.
That is true. I like the slow rumbling rivers, like the ones back home.
Sienna, what? I'm just gonna put it out there. Have you ever heard of the Robins?
No, birds or
Yes, kind of like birds. We're sort of a motley crew of people who don't exactly have a place to go or families to be with, and we sort of united and we're creating a better cause. And I honestly think that potentially your skill set and your personality and everything could potentially be better served to this planet if you joined us rather than.
she
Neosis.
opens up her kind of pouch on her hip and pulls out a map and unfurls it on the floor, and you notice on the map there's she's kind of hand drawn it, and there's doodles everywhere, like a doodle where you guys fall, a doodle of the forest.
Can I do a
doodle
perception check to see if there's any thick Neo-Say secrets that I potentially
Yes,
could
yeah.
spot?
Roll a perception for me.
Oh, a 3.
A fly lands on your eye. You don't see much except that she now hands it to you and asks you to
great.
draw where the Robin's Tower is.
Upon holding it, can I re-look at it
Yes.
again?
So there are various kind of strongholds or drop points that they would camp at and make camp at. There is one near the ruins of Lake Town. That would be the closest one.
Sienna, I don't mean to disrespect you, but unfortunately, I can't exactly pinpoint where the Robins are right now unless you say you're going to come with me.
You're home. I'll come visit.
But are you going to stay with Neose for now?
For now.
In which case, I'll hand it back to her and go, I'll find you.
Okay then. She stands on water now.
And go, keep what I said in mind. You do you, and thank you for all of your assistance.
Not to worry. I look forward to visiting.
And then I guess I'll leave her be, and I'll scout just around to see if there's any signs of Neose about.
No, you don't see any.
All right.
As you head back to camp, Voltrum, Lulan, have you descended now?
Yeah, I'll help Vulture.
Yeah, I'll have a proper look around the tower if there's time, and that's possible.
Devlan, by the way, you can go to bed. I'm so sorry. I just realised you might be staying up to wait, but I thought you'd be wanting to go to sleep. You can stay and listen by all means, but if you want to go to bed, you can.
No, bro, I'm
Night.
so sorry. I thought you were just listening. I'm so sorry, man. No, bro.
Right.
Oh, I gave him an out, and then I forgot to tell him it was his out.
Aw.
We're calling it shortly anyway, but as you head back to camp, Lyssandra's kind of standing on the bridge waiting for you.
Is this
My
Vulture and
apologies.
Lulan?
Yeah. She stands up.
And stops leaning on the side as she lifts her axe over her shoulder. My apologies, Voltrum, was it?
That's one of the names. Rykar, I think, is more fitting now.
What was that?
I think Lauren turned her camera off.
Oh. My apologies for damaging your armor before.
We were enemies, it's fine.
And I hope we are not for much longer, but perhaps we still are. What Neose decides, I cannot predict. However, know this, that she hands you a note. Give this to Freya when you see her next. We are leaving now, and I will not get the chance to say goodbye,
Of course.
nor can I.
It is the measure of a leader who follows them. You have a choice who you follow. Bear that in mind. Good day
Love
to
will
you.
make puppets of us all, she says as she walks off.
It sure will.
She disappears into the distance.
Fight well, Lysandra, and we'll see you soon. Yep, I'll
And,
take the
you
note
make
to
it back to
Freya.
camp.
Okay, let me make a note. Actually, somewhere that I have Freya's note.
And we will call it there.
So does everyone make it back to camp?
Yeah, you're all back at camp.
Is that ship?
Holy shit! Fuck's sake! Oh,
That was a big sesh.
after so much combat, I was just like, we can't do more, can we? And you made it so it was so difficult.
Thought I'd
Fucking-
give you a run for your money.
Fucking Devlan running around on a Roomba.
Yeah, just holding on. Being like dragged.
He had such a good plan to close the book as well. And he actually
Oh.
passed. Yeah, he texted me and he said he wants to use his earth magic to like close it.
Oh.
And he rolled a wisdom and he actually got a 15.
We probably wouldn't have closed it because it needed more of a physical touch, but it definitely would have held it in place. So he wouldn't have been rumbering. Although I quite enjoyed the idea. And then when the book was called back, he was just still holding on to it.
No, it was good though.
What was it? Yeah. I like-
Everyone got a little bit of a level up as well.
Yeah, you've all
Pretty
leveled
cool.
up. Sorry, you've all leveled up.
We've all leveled up.
Level up.
Yeah.
Level up.
Remember, the max you can take your stats to is actually 14, not 15. It might be. So unless you've got an item which will take you over.
Yeah. You told me this last time.
Yeah.
So
so
that's us
14
going to level 11 is what I've got now. Just check that's the same with everyone.
I haven't been writing down my level, I've just been whacking in things.
Yeah, I just sort of level things up as I go along. Okay. Indeed.
Wow. I need more health apparently.
Oh fuck, do I go strength or wisdom? Probably wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom's your like magic.
I did wisdom as well.
I went for Dex. Bring it up
Dex,
to
yeah.
a nice 10.
Yeah, that's a good number.
So, Alex, in classic end of game fashion, what was your favourite bit?
I'd say I did like Angel destroying the ceiling, and I was so, I know it's bad, but I was so hoping Gwen was going to get smushed.
Oh, everyone could tell that, Alex.
Like that. I
You didn't
I
hide
think-
it very well.
You didn't
No,
hide
but
it.
that,
though.
I know, but that would have been so funny. Like, not that. Obviously, I love Gwen's character. The ballsiness of just opening the door. That was Gwen. Gwen is definitely some of my highlights over the last couple of sessions. But the idea of Angel with the Birds of Storm again, killing only Gwen and being like, because no one would see in the smoke, Gwen would have just vanished until like all of that had passed, and then you're looking like the same as Mortarion. No one took note of where Mortarion was.
That was a big play, you know, knocked down the big bad, killed the necromancer, and it...
He
Nearly killed
I'm telling you now,
Vulture.
he was actually dead before then.
No,
but
he was dead.
no
He
one
killed-
saw it. Yeah.
Who did
I
get the
realised-
official kill on the necromancer? Lauren.
Well, how
I
do
think
we...
it'd be like.
He was still
Yeah.
alive, and the last
I
next
really
last we
hope
heard,
it
he
was
was
Lauren.
crushed by a rock.
I'm pretty sure it's Lauren.
He was horribly burned and disfigured.
But alive.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna say it was definitely Freya that
There
killed
you
him, but no one knows that because no one saw it. So, as far as you guys are concerned,
So in
Angel crushed him.
hindsight, Angel thinks he crushed them, right, Angel?
Yeah. And so does the whole of the city now.
Oh yeah.
Freya
that was
doesn't
a fun
even
bit.
know that.
You know what?
But yeah.
Let's just wait till next session.
But I will know when I write the stats.
Mm.
No, but here's the
Do
thing.
you have
Alex,
to write it in pen count?
Alex says Freya
Yeah.
killed him, but there's no evidence.
Next session, it will
Yeah,
all
there
come
is-
to light.
Well, you won't.
Things
no,
will
Freya
be
won't even know.
said.
Right, you guys didn't have exactly the right amount of time to be like, hey, what's going on?
Mm.
Actually, did you? It might even be that Noctis killed him. I can't remember.
You know what?
I'll
I
have
think
to go
Noctis might have
watch
just
it back.
walked over him.
Let's just say, for argument's sake, Freya killed him.
Let's say
Dumb.
for argument's sake, Noctis killed him.
Let's just say.
Take
So
note
what
of
do you
that. Take
want?
note of that, Chess. Noctis. It's a real
what did you
debate.
guys,
Mhm.
what
Chess.
did you guys think of the
Freya.
kings?
What do we think of things?
Oh, the King's
The
Land.
kings,
Oh, the
yeah.
Did we do that as you intended?
No, I was impressed.
Oh,
That was the right thing to do, though, wasn't
because
it?
I thought we
Yes.
were fucked. I thought we were
Uh,
straight
Yeah,
up.
same.
I was like messaging
Effectively,
Max
you
saying,
were-
"I've got no idea what we're
Yeah,
going to
you
do here."
you were going to be stuck there for a long time until Saren came, but you sped it up dramatically.
Nice.
So you saved more lives than you would have if you were trapped there for a little while.
Good.
Write that down as a success of Voltrim rather than a fuck up.
Yeah.
Because I thought opening the book was a fuck up.
No, that was definitely.
I was genuinely there, like, do I just
sorry.
tear this thing in half?
Yeah,
Because and, then you were just like,
and then
"You
that's the end
need
of the game.
this."
'Cause, yeah.
Oh. Oh well, everyone dies now.
I'm trying to think of the other highlights. The Roomba one that had me laughing.
Like just the small little pitter patter
Oh.
of Devlin's bare feet.
I felt so sorry for Max and his rolls. Like you were
Yeah.
setting
Yeah,
yourself
they were
up
cool.
so well, and then the
Mm.
dice just absolutely crushed you.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
the
I
dice
obviously
generally this whole session has been quite poor.
I
be
didn't
fair-
roll above an 8.
To be fair, Max made it across the room and Angel never did. Max at least, like Rhino saw the throne. Angel hasn't even seen it yet because every time he was close, a wall just appeared and he was like, "Ah," and slid down it.
Max was at least able to roll 1 in 2 dice well.
Yeah.
Angel was straight up 0.
I'm glad.
I mean, definitely for me,
the
my
flashback-
highlight was me and Tom getting fucking.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
like frozen solid.
It's like Spyro characters.
Just amazing. Like in my head, it was like slow motion, like Rhino running. There's all this ice flying everywhere. People are trying to fight Noctis. There's smoke billowing like a tornado out of it. And Rhino jumps like to rugby tackle the book and just gets knocked up and like backflips. And Angel's like dodging Noctis and then sees Rhino and slowly catches him. And like Rhino's hair flicks back. And Angel's like, and then they both just freeze solid. Still eyes able to move, like,
Oh,
This is
Worryingly close.
Yeah, imagine it like they're just stuck like that until someone defrosts them hundreds of years later.
Oh my god.
I loved Angel and Rhino running up to the chest without reading them.
Yeah.
It's like, why would it open?
I mean, I did say at the start I want to look for one with like a bow sigil.
That's true.
Yeah, there was no
Then I
sigil.
didn't say anything about reading them, so that's completely fair.
It's like the ADHD kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody
gave me fire! Oh, that was great. Really
finally
cool
got your
items as well.
And we all live.
Yes, I don't have to shout horn check at you now randomly in the street.
Yeah. There you can just shout toot toot.
Toot toot.
Man, I need to find you a better horn sound.
Yeah. Well, those are probably hundreds. That's just one that I've naturally just got from voice mod.
Okay.
Yeah, you've all got some unique items.
Finally got my Elderwood bow.
Yeah.
That has been in my inventory since.
Well, you've actually you got the string for it.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Oh,
got
yeah.
the whole thing, yeah.
Now you just need to get someone to restring it.
Right,
Luckily,
so
luckily
do we
you
have
have Tinkerer.
so we have a good catch up next session between all the characters.
Yeah.
We tell some
Calm
stories.
down session.
That one brought to.
Calm down
Let's
session.
smooth
Calm
over
down
a
session.
few bumps.
Should we go to the artichoke bar? Does that sound good?
Yeah,
The red onion.
No, wait, the
Yeah.
shallot. We'll go to the
The
shallot.
shallot, yeah. So, in terms of like the nearest
serious.
actual civilized city would be Northgard, which is Gwen's bar.
Oh God! Angel automatically banned, cannot be served, won't go in.
I'm fairly sure there's going to be a sign of a picture of Voltrim saying Bard
Yeah,
highly
you two are
dangerous.
barred. You got
Because we
arrested.
trashed that
Well,
bar.
Yeah,
it's Gwen's bar
Yeah, it's
now.
Gwen's
Gwen's
bar,
bar,
Who
so
is she inherited?
technically.
Reiner is
Oh,
banned.
But
I
here's
will
the
say
thing.
that
Reiner?
now.
Gwen's bar.
No, not Reiner, Angel. Sorry.
Gwen doesn't
Sorry.
know that Angel necessarily shot her in the back.
Yes, she
Yeah,
does.
yes, she
You
does. She
came in
admitted to it.
all by yourself.
She was looking the other
no one
way.
else, and just went.
Wait, save it for next
Alright.
session.
No,
We've got
yeah,
all
yeah.
of this.
You did.
Yeah.
You did say, "Don't worry, little
Yeah,
lady,"
I-
and
I-
then shut.
Yeah.
I guess
Angel's got.
I mean, technically, he did say, "Don't worry, little lady," and
Oh, you
after
know
that,
what?
she wasn't worrying because she was dead.
It's true.
No.
That moment lives royalty free in my head.
Maybe it's a good thing we're not doing this session because
Yeah, so
Freya and Lauren in real life was getting triggered by Angel real bad.
What's he done?
So I will just say that
We'll
next
wait till
session,
next session.
next session is going to be like we'll start off in the city and then skip the march back to Northgard.
Yeah, you don't need to plan much, Alex. I think we're going
Yeah.
to take care of most of it.
So
Yeah, don't worry.
It'll be very much in Gwen's in.
Also, I just love
Maybe a
like
battle
Tom's
map.
face. He's
You-
like,
you want
what?
a battle map? Who knows?
Keep in mind that Gwen's got
Yeah.
two broken arms, so you're gonna have to.
No,
manage
she
that.
does.
She
That's
can't
fine.
stop us.
That's
Do you know
fine,
what,
we
Alex?
just love
You,
ourselves.
next session, you take a break. Vulture and Freya will just take care of the whole thing.
Okay.
We were really good, and we didn't over prep at all for this session.
No,
Sorry,
no,
next
we didn't.
session.
Actually,
next session.
it makes
We
sense
could.
that we shouldn't have because technically it was just happening right after the last session.
As it was going.
So
yeah.
like, I'm glad we did no prep at all.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
no prep.
Oh, I guess I was.
No, we're talking about because we've got the march back to Northgard.
Yeah.
Prep.
Mm.
That's when the prep happens.
Great.
Someone's getting yelled at. And they're
And
tall
Angel and
purple.
Ryan is fucking.
I've already got a few plans up my sleeve. Don't worry.
Yeah, you're gonna. We're looking for. Well, I'm very much looking forward to what you come up with, Tom.
I just
So
thought of a
that'll
really
probably-
good one right now.
That'll have to be a Friday.
So
session.
we've got an idea for every idea you probably will come up with. So don't you worry.
So in terms of the main quest, all that's left now
Oh,
is.
sorry, I'm gonna have to shoot because I've actually got to go to bed. So
Okay.
Night.
Yeah.
Right,
all that's
night,
left
guys.
Is... No, Lauren. All that's left is the Sacrifice of True Love and Blood of a Maiden Fair.
Well, Rykar suggested that Sacrifice of True Love is done.
But no guarantee.
Yes, it is done.
Well,
in
the
sense
other guy
that-
also suggested that it was done.
That's
So
true.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
not
just
done as in been done, but it may be taken care of, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I still have no idea what that's
it's
referring
salty, bro.
I'm more confused from that sentence.
to. I went with the Blood of
You
the Maiden
had me at
Fair.
the start and then immediately lost me when you said a word.
I was looking at the blood in like Lulan's chest, and I was like, "Oh, potential."
No, it's not though.
No.
How's Angel's child doing?
Well, I gotta
Not a
check.
maiden.
I gotta check in on him
Not a mate.
or her.
Um,
We're not sacrificing my child.
yeah, that's a low bro. That just puts you at the villain tag. You're supposed to be lawful good out of everyone.
I
here.
am.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's see if I can roll a nat 20 when it doesn't matter. 14. It was
21.
close,
Huh?
though.
What the fuck?
Where have I put my dice?
So I was actually trying to think. So there's like the D&D. What was it? The D&D chaotic scale. Or something
Oh
like that.
yeah.
Sorry, I was like, I'm gonna roll a nat 20 hit. Rolls a nat 1. Literally, it is.
So Voltron being lawful good.
Didn't we make this? Didn't we make a picture of it?
Ages
Oh,
we
is
put
it?
it. We put it somewhere.
We did. I
Oh, we
remember.
did, yeah.
That'd be long. I mean, it might need to be updated since.
Reiner is a chaotic neutral. Slipping towards lawful evil with every accidental child murder.
He's been
Angel's
very
chaos-
good lately.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
yeah.
I just
He has been
found
very-
this. I'm just gonna bump click what I've bumped in Discord.
How do you do that? Oh, let's see.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Good old Bleaty.
Dear Lord.
I really hope
crunches.
Bluetooth's not like chaotic evil.
Uh,
Oh my god, there's a sheep mod.
holy fuck! I'm just scrolling down. There's just so much shit.
Oh, I found it. I found it.
Oh no, that frog. Yeah.
I think it has changed. It will have changed by now. I'll repost it in general.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's
The tolerance had to be stretched to account for decision making. Oh my god, look at Lulan in the good section.
Dear Lord.
scroll. Yeah.
Dear
That's
Lord.
changed.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
very
changed.
changed.
That is not there anymore. The freaking scribbles
No.
on his side. No one knows really where he is.
He's definitely a bit more evil.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We need to
What's
update
this?
that. 100% need to update that.
Yeah, do an update.
Tolerance to come to decision making. Even back then, the memes were still popping off.
Oh yeah.
Has anyone stayed the same?
Yeah, probably Voltrum.
Ultram's more up now, I'd say. More lawful since taking on his reign.
Hmm.
He was
Probably
just a
right.
good boy before.
Although no, to be fair, Ryan has probably gone a bit more lawful.
Yeah, you
Well,
were pretty
I'm
great.
really, really looking forward to essentially telling stories next session. Like, it's not like Lauren has plans and she's very keen to carry them out, but I do think it will be fun, and we've got no idea what's going to happen,
I don't know.
and we've got no idea what you're going to say.
Yeah, well, that should be a drinking one, I think.
Yeah, I think so, and definitely on camera, because we're going to be
Oh,
pissed
like
off.
real life.
I thought you said
drinking.
definitely on ketamine. I was like, huh?
yeah, obviously.
I,
Adam, are you okay?
I'm so glad we're
Just
finally
drooling.
back together as a group. It makes such a
Yeah.
difference because
It
we
does, doesn't it?
we hit every possible like. I don't know. It's like with the Guardians of the Galaxy or the Avengers or whatever. Like it all
Yeah.
together works so well. They hit each section of what you need. It's nice.
You had to tell them about the incident up north on the ships.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about the march that we went on to get to the north.
The fact you were
Lulan's got
arrested.
a million tales to tell.
Yeah.
If sure
Ryan has got
telling.
some really good ones as well.
Yeah, if you can remember them.
Lazarus Rhino.
Yeah, I know.
That's a pretty big one.
And then you got
Lulan
the
has
other
got
places.
very tragic tales to tell.
R.I.P. Rare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor child.
Tragic.
Is that the second child dead on our account as a group, or
Supposedly.
That's probably
No,
more.
I think there's
Very
more than that. A lot
significantly
more than
more,
that.
Dravik killed a lot of children indirectly?
Thousands.
Yeah.
Absolutely thousands. There's like, what, 20,000 people
Hey,
living there?
we've got a new.
That's a ghost town.
We've got
There
a
were some
new
real
stone.
cinematic moments in this session as well, though, Alex. So
Mm.
great descriptions. Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
At one point,
Thank
I
you.
just stopped looking at the screen
Very
and was
ornate.
imagining the movie.
Very ornate.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great
enjoyed
big
this one.
gash.
Yeah, obviously, there's always a big gash. I enjoyed this one because I've been thinking about it like quite a while in terms of the fact that you'd meet the three kings in person as well, and like their actual forms. Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
horrible.
was the body the third?
What,
Because there was only two that had the crowns on them. The third one was the
I
body.
did say all three had crowns.
Oh, sorry, I must have missed it. There was a third one.
Yeah. So there was the one that kind of looks like he's heavily armored, smaller than the others in terms of height, still about 6 foot, with an antlered helmet, and
Yeah.
like a long billowing cloak, wielding like 2 giant axes. Then there was Noctis, the one-winged demigod, and then there was the first king, which was like all manner of basically different species and race altogether.
Yeah, he was weird.
He's got bent back knees as well. I forgot to describe that, and like
Oh.
clawed toes.
Ugh. He's got one of those sickle claws on his back. Back
No.
of his heel. Okay, sorry.
Oh yeah, you know what he does actually. If that gives you the heebie-jeebies, he does.
So, yeah, I didn't think he was too creepy before, but now, oh,
Mhm.
God, tolerances have to be stretched.
Right, guys. Can I
Yeah,
call
I'm
it?
gonna hit
Yeah,
the
I
hay
need
as
to
well.
go.
Yep. Thank you so
Night,
much.
all.
Great sessions.
Night,
I will
guys.
catch you later.
Sleep tight, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.